I don't know, I got violated by a machine earlier.
You realize you said that just as I started the show, right?
Yes, well, for anyone who's curious, go play or go watch someone play Atomic Heart.
I'll be playing it then.
You've got a backlog to get through before you get there. I don't want to hear it from you.
So, on top of us usual fucking morons around here, we have another friend. Please be introduced to BlueGenius, who is decidedly not a moron like us. And...
The term is moron.
Definitely maroon.
it is maroon.
Moron.
When you grow up watching Looney Tunes, Bugs Bunny is always right. Believe the Chaos God.
The child is not...
Oh, I know what Bugs Bunny is right about. I am just going by my own term. Moron.
Holy fuck, you people are loud.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
always...
I just had to turn down everything. The only person who's quiet is, weirdly, Alpha. I guess because it's your
the
stream,
quiet
right?
little man in the corner.
Yeah, I had to...
Oh.
So the
I
stream
also
is
had the pleasure of
louder
learning
than
thanks to
yours. Hold on.
memes. Glockenspiels are actually a real thing entirely.
You didn't know that?
Yes, Mongo, they are.
I kind of figured they just took, like, a xylophone and added a funny name to it, okay?
I learned about that in grade school.
Clearly, your education is serving you far better than mine ever did.
And we sniffed...
Moron.
And we sniffed glue. I don't know what your excuse is.
I mean, her name is literally BlueGenius. I would be shocked if she was.
Yeah.
He makes a valid point. I say we kill the little man and serve him up to the god.
That's the after hours show. As for the thing that we're doing right now, here's where we left off. We had just started day 2. I took a little bit of time, as you can see in the upper left, to do some daily stuff, which I will go through as we do this. So the first thing that's got to happen, and we're actually going to do this out in the streets of nowhere. So now that we're no longer drunk, the first thing we're going to do is have ourselves this little fashion show.
This is the drunk game. So this is later on in the one you had me watch.
Yeah,
as preparation.
This is that same run later, and no longer stinking drunk.
No more wobble.
No more wobble. But instead,
Kind of enjoyed the wobble.
Maybe some other time I'll do it again. But for right now, we have some footwear to display. First up,
I say heavy boots or the Birken Glocks.
Well, you got to see them first. So first off is these sandals. Look and listen.
Work it, bitch. Oh my god, you leave a trail of sand everywhere. And you sound like a salt shaker.
I prefer maracas, thank you.
You know damn well that's not Moroccan enough.
No comment. Single shoe. Saves you the trouble of using both feet for walking.
Why does it look like you're attempting to hump the ground?
No, he's not attempting to hump the ground, he's attempting to kiss it.
While humping the air. Got it.
I mean, he's ass humping the air, I would say.
And next up...
Wait, does that mean that the air is a pitcher?
Maybe.
The big-ass loud shoes.
Yes, but does it look like we're trying to do that one Russian dance move?
Looks like you're part of the Ministry of Silly Walks.
That's pretty much what these shoes are. They
It's true.
as far as I know, do nothing of real import. Foot gloves.
Oh. I thought it was just going to be a fancy name for socks. You know, like those stupid socks with the toes?
You wear them yourself, don't you? And you call
The
them...
toe socks? No.
Oh, somebody does.
I hate those stupid little toes.
I mean, Alpha, you know a lot of people. Someone's bound to.
I'm sure. And I know
At least compared to my friends list.
I know that I know someone who does. I just don't seem to be successfully remembering who that was.
Wait, what do they
What
wear?
are you talking about? I blanked out for a second.
The
watching
Toe
you.
socks.
Toe socks.
What the
I
fuck?
know
Wait, you
two
got
people who do.
distracted by the walk cycle?
Yes.
I
Understandable.
have 2 friends who wear those.
Wait, so is that a hand fetish then?
I guess.
What?
What I believe is what I believe.
All right, if you're trying to drop a hand job joke, just drop it.
I mean, I wasn't, but apparently you
I
are.
wouldn't say no.
Anyway, shall we press on?
Please do.
How about the extra high heels? God,
I
that's
did admit I'm a
Okay,
little
these have
offended
my
by this.
vote now. These are my favorites.
That does seem rather offensive.
this is fucking ridiculous.
I've walked around the city in 8-inch high heels before. You definitely can't walk like that. If you lean that far back, you're gonna fall over.
I wouldn't know. I will take your word for it.
I mean, what if you put like 5-pound weights into the heels themselves?
Why would you
That's
ever?
not how balance works.
I don't even
Counterbalance.
think you can walk.
All right, Birkenglocks.
It's
The
Christmas
most
time!
annoying. The most annoying of the shoes. In my opinion, anyways.
This one seems
Oh,
comparatively
it's
boring.
delightful in
Yeah.
small doses, but in long term, I can easily feel a migraine forming.
This is why I keep the stream volume turned down really low.
And finally, the crab clogs.
Oh, I have a feeling I know exactly what this is gonna do.
I know, yeah. I know.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, my votes are either for these or the heels.
My vote is for either this one or the one shoe.
My vote is the heels or the walk on your hand.
Okay, so that's
so-
2 for heels and 2 for crab clogs. Set, you're the one that's
I'm for crab
Hopefully.
clogs.
So,
crab clogs it is.
So it's the crab clogs.
Yep,
Yeah.
it's the only one that gets 3 votes from it.
Yeah.
Multiple people.
All right. So let's handle this bit of business first. Alright, so we're keeping the crab clogs, so we don't want the Birkenglocks.
Yeah, they were boring.
We don't want the high heels.
Well, we could keep them for humor later.
They've been displayed. They've been displayed. That's kind of all the
But what about a
novelty we need
different
here.
day? Tomorrow is another day.
Yeah, well, we're not here tomorrow. Besides,
Are you saying you want him to keep the shoes so he can wear a different pair every stream?
that's not gonna fucking
Every
happen.
in-game day.
That's not
No.
gonna happen.
Boring.
We crab walk.
Yes.
You have
crab-
unlimited
Crab
inventory in this
people.
game.
I know.
Keep some stupid shoes.
I want money.
You don't need it!
Money is more
So
useful.
money.
Money is more
Yeet.
useful than fucking shoes.
Yep, but it isn't
Okay, listen,
funnier.
we can tell that to every woman that ever existed, and that point will never be made.
I don't talk to every woman that ever existed.
That's not true. I don't spend money on a lot of shoes.
Well,
She is a genius.
yeah.
I mean, like, I have a couple of very fun pairs of shoes, but, like, you know, enough that they just fit in my closet like a normal human.
See, here's my philosophy on gaming. If it's your run, you ultimately have final say. That being said,
True.
I don't care for shoes. I was generous by letting you guys vote on the 7 that I had, and I will be generous in letting you vote the next time I find any pair of shoes at all. That being said, if
I mean, he does have-
something loses the vote, we're not keeping them. I can make better use of those 10 shillings.
Okay, well, ladies and gentlemen, in the future, know this. Beat, do not do it for Alpha. Don't try it.
Now then, where were we? I have a new skill, I believe.
Alright, I have to go save my dog from herself.
Okay.
Which one?
Chloe.
I feel the need for context.
So I found
If only because it involves a doggo.
So I found a new book and learned a new skill. The Mind Melt.
Wow.
And I'm actually going to
That
leave
one's
this
nice.
here. I'm actually going to leave this here a minute because BlueGenius would appreciate this.
Okay, so just for dog context, Chloe is 9, and at this point is getting a little lazy in the evenings and likes to stay specifically in her corner of the couch, but I share my dinner with my dogs typically, and I threw a bread crust at her and it got stuck on her back, so she was circling endlessly trying to find her bread.
Oh, that's so good.
I feel like
stuck
we
in her
needed
butt.
footage.
So I have given her her bread,
Oh, that's so
and now she has moved just enough to be facing me in case there's more bread.
That's so cute and so wholesome, though. Chloe's a good girl.
She's a
There's a
very...
dog in my house at 14, so really old.
And it's times like these that make me regret my phobia of dogs.
Now I got 5, 8, and 9.
Aw. So I think you'd appreciate this. Mind Melt, the newest combat skill I picked up in the off time. Deals an opponent's mysticality to itself in hot damage and heals us for 5.
I like it.
And during my fishing expeditions, we have this little message in a bottle, which I believe, BlueGenius, you saw on the other run we're in.
Yes.
Where did I put it? Or where is it? There it is. Cryptic message in a bottle.
I gotta tell you, it really bothers me that the inventory isn't just, like, automatically alphabetized.
Yeah. And actually, I might be able to make it alphabetized in just a second. So, these are the 5 words in the bottle. You uncork the bottle. Oh, Seth, hello.
Hold on. Ah, what the f did I just do?
I gotta admit, I went and tried to see if there was any connection between these words for quite a bit since you stuck it in the collective Discord channel.
Yeah.
I couldn't figure out anything.
Alright, cool.
And also, by the way, it appears that even the people playing this game have yet to figure out its purpose because I also cheated and checked some of the Reddits, and they're all like, I don't know, man!
Well, that's good. Then there's more to be done here. But,
So it is a true mystery.
You uncorked the bottle, hoping perhaps for an intriguing romantic message from a shipwrecked survivor, but it turns out it's just some puzzled nerd nonsense.
I mean,
Octal,
If you s-
Tahoe, Acorn, Branto, and Yogas.
bah,
if you spell it...
I have nothing.
Well, hold on. If
What?
you spell it like, if it's an anagram, it's Ontari, Cacao, Thong, Aorta, Lenos. And now the furniture is rising.
3 out of the 5 actually form fucking words, though.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Good find. Well, that's a better hint than anything Richard got. I'm sure he'll be pleased to hear that. But, there's that. And beating Jessica in chess is a complicated matter, even from what we found beyond
Okay, that
the
is
armor
not
bits.
fair.
Yeah.
That is
It's not about
something
levels,
that you
man,
can-
and that's really disappointing and annoying.
Yeah. It's
No,
more
what
than
pisses
just...
me off is it's not about skill. It's not even about luck. It's just literally having all the items needed for it, and that's just
It's
for a
not
game
e-
of chess.
It's not even that. There's more to it. More as in, like, a certain sequence of things has to happen.
Yeah, it's like partially random chance and partially having enough skill in the random chance.
See, I don't like games that do complete random chance.
Yeah, I'm not big on that either. But that's on the list. Checking the news archive for new dates is on the list. Where we started...
I think we ended with, like, one more
With one more what?
date.
Let's confirm that. Oh, we have to check this out. The Associated Press feed, from what I know, is different on each day. So let's see what's out there. Set.
Babe Ruth gets left leg removed. Oops, says doctor. I did not intend to do that. I am still eating burritos.
Anyone else want to read?
I am busy at the moment, but can be available after a minute.
I can read it.
Okay.
It says, today's winning racehorses, Capistrano hamburgers, How Soon the Moon, and Mother's Big Problem.
Mother's Big
I didn't realize my brother was a horse.
Oh!
Sounds like that's a really weird set of siblings right there.
Mother's Big Problem.
Like I said, I didn't realize my brother was a horse.
Ouch.
Portable chainsaw invented. Guild of Massive Stationary Chainsaw Operators file suit to stop its manufacture.
If that isn't American, I don't know what is.
Charles Lindbergh takes brief nap. Declined to comment on whether he had any weird dreams.
Who's Charles Lindbergh?
I'm sorry, what? You want to say that one more time? No? Okay, who wants to educate this poor bastard?
Should I
Nope,
continue
not
reading
right
the
now.
headlines or education first?
Education first.
Education first.
Not it.
Nope.
1, 2, 3, not it.
Charles
Not
Lindbergh
it.
is Charles Lindbergh is a pilot, the first to make the transatlantic trip in an airplane. Around
And
this
then
time.
his son was kidnapped and murdered.
Yes,
Wait, he was kidnapped and murdered?
his
No,
son
his
was.
son.
Oh.
His infant son.
Well, the
Oh,
Lindbergh
you
baby.
Uh
motherfuckers.
huh. Okay.
It's okay. He was kind of a Nazi.
Kind of.
Am I supposed to feel angry, sad, what?
Confused.
Feel all the emotions.
Considering you're incapable of feeling anything genuine, I would say none of the above. Let's just keep
With
going.
most history, I
I'm
feel
more
you're supposed to
confused
feel a
than
little bit
when
of
Nora
everything.
had her way with me.
Uh huh. Excuse me?
I'm assuming
Atomic
that was
heart.
the robot. Yes, I'm assuming
It's
that was
not
the
a
robot.
robot, it's a machine.
Can we move on before this goes any further downhill?
Today's
I
list
don't
of
know.
damn
Do you
dances.
take
The Juggler's Boogie, the Tallahassee Twist, and the Gretsch.
The
I'm pretty
Gretsch?
sure one of those is
Grinch's
actually a
weird sibling. Weirder sibling? Less weird sibling?
I mean, I still think Mother's Big Problem is the big standout here.
I mean, that sounds more like positions that didn't make it into the Kama Sutra.
You know, considering that list,
Oh boy.
good lord, what was needed to get it off?
Mm.
And then again, what was
Prohibition
needed to get
agents
the users
arrest
off?
exotic dancers. Maybe that's where Mother's Big Problem is. Ladies
You know, the
sentenced
more
to
and more we
1 year
talk about
hard
it-
labor at Prohibition Bureau office.
Oy.
The more we talk about it, the more it sounds like it involves the colon in some capacity.
Only you would come up with that.
The what?
No, you would eventually too, I just got there faster.
Right.
And I'm willing to admit it.
Uh-huh.
And I'm semi-proud of it.
Uh-huh.
And I am letting this thread die now.
Uh-huh.
Parisian rebels drink too much. Bards become despondent, beg for repatriation. Major League Baseball bans spitting. Big ropey snot rockets still encouraged, confusingly.
Wait, I'm sorry, what?
You heard it. You read it.
Sorry, it's already gone. I'm not rereading it. I let it empty out of my brain. Though the Cola Wars are over, we must maintain our massive war apparatus. Op-ed by noted war profiteer.
Our massive war apparatus, eh?
Our giant war penis?
That's Mother's big problem.
And we come full circle.
Yeah, I guess
A lot
so.
of people. Sometimes you just need different nicknames for the same damn thing.
Why, that looks like a giant pecker!
It's a massive war apparatus, aka Mother's big problem, aka obviously a horse's.
That brings...
Wait, hold on. Is it Greek? Because then that's maybe the Trojan horses.
I mean, Trojan would be an appropriate name, I suppose.
I mean, it'll get through that wall, especially if you get the problem big enough.
Well, gee, that accentuates the point of hung like a horse, don't it? And I think that's it.
It doesn't seem to be any new ones.
Alright, cool. So yeah, that's one of our daily things, to check the great news stories. And
Ooh, we see a corner of a note sticking out from under the desk plotter. Let's read it.
we've read all this. It's...
Oh yeah, that one.
Yeah, that's no different. Basically, this place is abandoned, ransacked, and had a tyrannical editor.
Wait, did we check for new articles on the ancient thing?
Yeah, you're right, over here.
Ancient thing?
The
If
archive.
it's ancient, how are there new articles?
He's referring to... Well, every time we find a date...
Newly
we have-
collected.
Every time we find a date, we have a reason to go here. However, there are no new dates at this time.
And the one guy who broke his desk when he got sacked.
Yeah. Alright, so there's a cat in the antique shop which we can draw a boon from. Have I drawn one already? Yeah, I do have one. So there are a few cats around now. There's the one in the antique shop that gives us a physical armor. The Crescent Throne, which gives us... Heavy as the hand. Yeah, we got this off the Crescent Throne. We get a free piece of toast at the bakery every day. I think it's one of the cold slices.
Hey, you're saying crescent throne, right? Like a crescent moon?
No. No.
The Crescent Throne being... this.
What makes it crescents?
I
Those
don't-
are wrenches.
Yeah.
The crescent sides of the wrenches.
Specifically.
The story is we got this from kicking the asses of all of the mechanic woman gang, including their
I
boss.
remember that fight, yes.
Yeah. So yeah, that happened. And
That happens.
It's a very disappointing name. I was kind of hoping you were, like, mispronouncing croissant, and that it was bread related, or at least that it would be like a giant moon.
unfortunately, no.
Nope.
Nothing so good. I've already ransacked.
Speaking of so good, I just want you all to know that cinnamon honey butter is like the best thing ever.
It really
It
is.
is-
It sounds amazing.
Closest
I
thing.
prefer vanilla honey butter, but cinnamon's second place.
My sister would agree with you.
It's part of my dinner and why my dogs are now begging for the last of my bread.
Of course.
So we talked to
Well,
the
you should make them burn off the fat and sugar by having them chase it again. For a few hours.
So the first time you talk to the bartender in a day, you get a share of money, since you own the place. There's also the first aid kit over here to ransack each day. I've already checked the cat, I've already done all of this stuff. Yeah, okay, cool. Alright, so we'll map here first. Now I've already done all of this stuff, so I'm not going to go to places where it's just a daily. St. Polycarp has the fountain from which you can fish out holy water. There's something unfinished at Miss Brewster's that we can do now.
Oh, right, it's the one with the fetish. The really, really strong fetish.
What? I'm referring to the kitchen that we couldn't go into before.
No, I was referring to Miss Brewster herself.
If you
Is she not the one with the fetish for men who are in well-dressed suits that find themselves often traveling the roads with means of which to sell items?
I'm not entirely sure I'd call that a fetish.
She purposely opens this house only for them, and I think doesn't even charge them. What would you call it?
Fetish.
A problem.
Good business. For the salesman, anyway.
Okay, I agree with 2 out of 3 of the people that just spoke. Although calling all 3 of them people might be too much.
So, there's an arcane oven here in the kitchen that works much the same way as the one at Snackle. Not gonna do anything with this at the moment.
Jesse, we gotta cook later.
What's that?
Who's not a people?
Bunch of different salesmen. There was a murder mystery in this house when we first came here. That wasn't actually a murder mystery, it was just the gag salesman doing whatever he was doing.
Gag salesman.
Yeah, he dumped...
More and more, this is sounding like a fetish.
Yeah, he dumped fake blood all over the floor and everyone thought he was killed, so...
Wasn't there also like a spoon salesman and a cult salesman?
Yes, and a miniature Derringer salesman and a sunglasses salesman.
And that there's still like 3 more we haven't named.
Uh-huh.
She literally has this house just to these men.
Yeah, you know what,
I
you're
hesitate
right.
to call some of them gentle.
You know what, you're right. She shamelessly fucks salesmen. Are you happy now?
Yeah.
Little bit.
Okay, good. Now what do we have here?
Hello, cupboard sits beneath the window. Let's lay it bare. Also sounds like a fetish.
I was about to say.
It's barely worth bearing, just a single layer of flour.
Oh, more of the special flour we can use to make fancy items.
Ah, yes, fill that dough up. Enrich it with all of your mana.
The fridge hums contentedly. It must have seen my brother earlier.
Yikes.
Nora!
Mother's big
Bags
problem?
with threatening notes attached to them. Let's leave them alone.
Mother's big problem.
Is she mom? Is the salesman fucker mom?
Could be.
I'll send you the video in which we did this, and then you can say for yourself. So what's this?
Wait, do you mean you're actual?
No.
I'm so confused.
Anyway, the top drawer is tantalizingly cracked open.
Let's rate it.
Still, fetish. Hey, you got some junk mail and a sharpening stone.
Uh-huh. Junk mail and... We've seen this too, the sharpening stone. I'll have to consider that in a little bit. And...
Well, can we look at the junk mail right now?
Alright.
So I feel like...
Really?
Can't
I'm
open
kind of
them.
impressed
is
that they're
kind of
making something
sound.
interesting in the junk mail later.
But
Yeah.
you have to admit, the logic behind it is sound.
Yeah, so I'm gonna hang on to that until we actually get a letter sharpener.
Opener.
Yeah. Did I say letter sharpener?
Yep.
Yes.
See, I'm thinking about this. And... I sharpened the cello.
You
I
can
thought we were
sharpen
just back
a
to your
grease
inability to
gun.
read.
What was that?
I said I thought we were just back to your inability to read.
Oh, you mean selling sororities? I would really like to stand behind that, but I really can't. I'm gonna use this... I'll see if I can find a better weapon, like something as strong or stronger than the cello, before I use this.
Give him the old El Kabong treatment.
Yeah. I don't want to use it on the leaf sword because it's close to breaking. Same for the grimy spatula. But that's it for the kitchen for now. So, did I write down? Yes, I did. Food workbench here. And it's a little bit quicker to reach than the one at Snackles is, so let's take that off.
Oh yes, take it off.
You'd like that, wouldn't you?
No, but I'm pretty sure the fetishist would like it if you started dressing in better clothes while you're in her
Stop
house.
judging Mom. She's already got big enough problems.
Yeah. It's a massive war machine.
One capable of penetrating any barrier. A weapon to surpass Metal Gear. And it's all wood.
A couple of black orbs or holes, or whatever these bizarre shadow monsters are made of, are drifting towards you. You experiment with them a little bit. Still sounds like a fetish, Jesus Christ. Walking around behind them, moving erratically to see how closely they track you, trying to get them to collide with each other. Seriously, fetish people. And so on. But you can't really draw any conclusions from this. Also, they seem to be getting annoyed with all your fooling around, because they want to do that themselves. Although you aren't sure how you know that.
Alpha,
What?
the perfect title for this episode. Fetishes all around.
Are they both at 4?
Although,
Yes, they are.
getting two orbs to collide with each other, well, that is a particular style, kids. And not one I recommend for most.
They're not orbs, they're holes.
Yeah,
They might be orbs, they might be holes.
I just stuffed cheese into their holes. Also, our turtle
You know, in
isn't
certain
even bigger.
cultures that is an insult, in others it's high praise.
Now the turtle's even stronger. Hooray. So, whatever happened to these things, Seth?
These orbs dissolve into black smoke and, I don't know, angst, probably.
Lately they are teenagers. Oh god, we just ruined two holes going through puberty.
Wow.
Listen, you invited me to this show. You knew what you were getting into. You encouraged it.
Yes, I did. Alright, so here's the new partner we met at the end of the last time. Molly of the mob. Hiya, Molly. Having fun?
And how? This place is the Weasel's wristwatch.
Let's go take care of some business.
You got it, Buck. Let me go iron my shoelaces and I'll meet you by the door.
Okay.
So she's setting fire to her aglets?
Yep.
Yeah, basically.
Sure is. The unsinkable
And she's coming in
buttons.
strapped.
Yep. So, let's see how we do with this partner for a while. And, one other thing. See these two? The groundskeeper from Goldthwaite Park and the bastard who acted like he got himself killed.
Hey, the groundskeeper from Goldplate Park and the jokes and gags salesman, that motherfucker, Mrs. Brewster's, the fetish queen, are chatting about something.
Listen, we've already established she's not a fetish queen, she is a size queen. It's a particular niche. One that isn't that small as people think.
Oh my god.
So then when they bend over the water fountain and take a drink, boom! Huge spritz of pressurized water right in the face. But here's the clever part. See, it only happens once every 20 to 30 times. The button is pushed so no one ever expects it, even if it's happened to them before.
Say, that is pretty funny.
Wait, let me show you these diagrams of what I call a whoopee park bench. You'll love this.
Ah yes, to pass more wind with cheese in their soul.
So
It's a good
that's
feeling to see two people hit it off so well.
Yeah.
pretty good XP gain. By the way, where are we with that? 233. And I don't think there's much to be doing. Aside from that...
I'm pretty sure the next time we get the chance to get anything that involves XP, we're covered for the next 2 items.
Probably. I don't have any further desire to boost this at the moment, so... Like, it's already at fucking 11 or so. 13. I don't need more. Pretty representative of real life, though, I will say that much. Okay, so that's those 2 items done. And... We've already done the fishing at the pier, but there's something we can do at the boardwalk. And you fuckers. Shove the fish out of the way for some easy XP.
Okay, where's Steve Buscemi?
So this guy's still unbeatable.
Ocean City.
Must have a black orb up his ass.
So, yes, Ocean City.
Not Atlantic City.
Yeah, Ocean City. Yes.
Less casinos, more games.
Yep. So we played the first game, and did so with 3 of all stats. Now we have 5, and we can do a thing here.
Hey, welcome back. Care to test your skills on a 2nd level challenge?
What is it?
Let's take this mount and hit this lever here hard enough to ring the bell while shooting a bullseye with an air rifle and solving this crossword puzzle.
How hard's the puzzle?
It's a Thursday puzzle, so it's tough but not unmanageable.
Alright.
You put the pencil between your teeth and pick up the mallet in one hand and the air rifle in the other. Ow, slam, ding, solve!
Phew. I hate the clues with question marks after them.
Oh, but those are the fun ones. Great job, kid. You're a winner. Here's your prize.
Ooh. Check out this armor. Wow. Hooray. Well, let's...
You'll look ridiculous, but nothing will stick to you.
And that will also be very useful for chest later.
Indeed.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely gonna hang on to them until I get something else to replace Mysticality with it. Don't need them yet. So what'll the next game take? I thought so. But let's read this anyway.
Hey, look who it is. Ready for the level 3 challenge, Chief? All you have to do is knock over the stack of lead milk bottles of beanbag while walking a tightrope and playing me at chess.
Do I have to win?
Oh, yes.
Are you good at chess?
I came in 2nd at the state championships this year. Ready to take me on?
Maybe after we beat the actual champion.
Much as I wish I could, but not yet.
Oh,
Well, not with that attitude, you won't.
What? Alright, so now we are up to the 3rd level challenge. For all stats, 7. Okay.
Did your stream just freeze? No, there it goes.
Well, I clicked out to update my list over here. That'll happen. That's perfectly normal. So the chop shop has the fishing barrel and the combat workbench that we're going to keep using. Something to do with Snackle Mills pertaining to a picture I showed about 3 weeks ago at the last time. But first, let's deal with these tentacles. I don't even have to play the sax for that damage. I believe the missile will do 5 for all these guys. Yes, it will. So, we can spare our weapon once again. Parmesan missile. Actually, let's demo Queso Fustalento. That does 7 for the same AP cost. But seeing as I don't really need it, and this just looks like a Kamehameha wave. The Tentacle Skin Hat Band. So we can attach this to another hat that we get. Literally all of my hats have this now for spooky armor. So, here's why we're here. Bertram, the baker on Plunkett Street in Ocean City, asked you to bring him 150 pounds of sugar if you happen to find that much somewhere. Well, as it happens, Get a load of this shit.
How?
You find
That
it,
does
relax.
not seem sanitary.
Are we Ash Ketchum?
Look, sanitation is not a concern in this game, nor are the laws of physics.
See? Everybody's carrying meat around to pay for things. They're all presumably meat, just chilling in your bag.
And
Yeah.
also in somebody's old wallet, in a fountain, in a well, shoved in our mouths as payphone fodder. You name it, it's been somewhere.
It's horrifying.
Yep. So yeah, the average adult eats one of these per day if you put a gun to their head. Funny.
I don't know. I don't think the gun's actually needed for that.
And this is the glowing ooze event. So, this guy here will be happy about the sugar. Hey, Bert.
Oh.
I brought the 150 pounds of sugar that you said you needed.
Oh, really? That's great. Thanks.
It is very heavy. Take it right now, please.
Having 100 pounds of anything is really heavy.
Just fucking take it!
Ooh, you were
We're
kidding.
not going to friggin' argue the merits of feathers and bricks!
Good for 10 XP. Oh, that sounds good. When will they be ready?
Immediately, somehow.
Oh man, let's see them. Oh my. Hey Mongo. Would you care to go somewhere with this?
At least, it's not a waffle.
Thank you.
I knew exactly where you wanted me to go.
I saw you aiming for that one a mile away.
Mm-hmm. How
Do I
about...
want to know about the waffle?
Oh no!
Oh.
I'm not gonna do it.
Nope.
I refuse to be the person. I refuse.
I don't have it in me either.
Must be pretty bad then.
Skull, we're gonna need you to man up for all of us.
I don't remember.
The sad part is, folks, he's not kidding, probably.
Just Google it. That's the best I can tell you. Just Google the damn thing.
Hold on.
Wait,
Google it under incognito.
You don't have to do that on a personal device.
Do you want to get search recommendations based on that?
I've already done it. I just don't want to be the one.
Listen, we don't
corrupting-
have to suffer your mistakes.
I just don't want to be
Or,
the one.
you know, be smart, use Firefox, and install all the non-tracker things onto it like I do, and then you can search whatever the hell you want. None of the cookies follow you.
Oh, by
It's not the cookies that worry me.
It's the waffle, right?
It's the something, alright.
Mm-hmm. The green cupcake is the Moxie cupcake, and the food muscle thing I was looking for, I suspect, is the red cupcake. I thought so.
Oh, hey.
But the problem is, because my effects are changed after sleeping, I am now 2 points down from what I need to break the bank open. So...
Excuse you!
Huh.
Sorry, my dogs are looking at me like, there's still crumbs.
Oh.
Why can't we have more bread? And at the moment, they're pretending like they're cats, and they keep bonking my laptop, because they're right here.
Aw.
Chloe's ear is over the screen right now, because she keeps sticking her head in the corner here.
Hi, Chloe.
This is what I get for doing this on the
Listen,
couch.
if they're gonna behave like cats, then scritch them like cats.
Well, they get plenty of scritches, but I might eat the last little piece of bread myself, and then I will have dog hair in my bread and my cinnamon honey butter.
Oh.
Listen, you're the alpha. You must keep your dominance.
Yeah, I keep my dominance through bribery.
Listen, if the system works...
It's always worked in the past.
Actually, do I have a potion that'll give me muscle right now? Yes, I do.
Liquid steroids?
That's right. So guess what I'm gonna... And look what the steroids are made of.
Oh, jam.
You care to read that out loud, Set?
It's a muscle rub made from the toe jam of endangered rhinoceri. Did not enjoy that.
You know, as someone who actually knows how you break down certain things, this is leading me to an awful train of thought. Someone please distract me now.
What do you mean by breakdown?
In much the way that you do chemicals and foods.
Alright, now I will purchase the red cupcake. And I will eat it.
He'll take this red cupcake and eat it!
There.
What a choice for a voice.
You crush the cupcake in your fist and then jam the whole mess into our mouth.
I mean, I was trying to do a light Yagami when he's really getting it going on, so...
Yeah, but his voice is not nearly so aggressive.
Yes, it is!
Not during
I
that
don't know.
scene, it isn't. It's much
Never
Yes, it
watched
is,
the anime.
actually.
It's much more
Only
subdued.
read the manga.
It's much more subdued than that in that particular scene.
I will rewatch it right this instant!
Like, he's not yelling about it, he's sneering very deeply under his breath. Anyway, we now have 8 muscle, and the 8 muscle is just what we need to break this last lock over here.
Was 8 muscle like
finally.
instantly getting an 8-pack or something?
Sure.
I mean, I'll take it. That many muscles, that many abs. So, 1 lock left. Phylax.
Did we determine from the chess game that you can easily get like up to 12 or more of these things? So that would be really weird abs.
Okay, he was a bit more subdued than that, but he was still getting it on. The man crunched that potato chip like he never did before.
Getting it on with a potato chip?
It's like Yagami.
They would fall apart very easily.
Uh-huh.
That's why
And
you
moist
clump them
potato
together.
chips sound terrible.
Why you clump them together and make sure they're extra salty.
So how do we get in
Use
here?
kettle chip.
I would love to, but it takes everything you've got, but finally the sturdy keyhole of Phylax falls to you in this contest of raw strength. The cast iron head gives you a nod. Respect between gladiators. All 3 heads are now unlocked.
Then let's head in.
The stanchions stand solidly still, staying stoically stationary.
Whoops. I realize we've never actually had conversation with this girl yet. Hi, Molly. How's it going?
Oh, I'm Peachy Buck. Why? Something eating you?
You know, I've had run-ins with a couple different street gangs in town, but I haven't seen actual mob activity, apart from at that warehouse.
Oh, sure, we know better than to drop hoa mud where we eat. Gotta keep our hands clean, you know?
Definitely wash your hands before eating, yes.
Gangs pay us a squeeze for letting them work their rackets on our patch, and sometimes they come in handy if we need a few extra yeggs for the heavy.
I see.
Yeggs.
It's been a few years since I was in Ocean City, but I don't remember it being this run down.
She's been in Tailspin Ron, I ain't sure why. Ain't the mom's bag to hold. Sure, we've been raking in the spoon to lick ever since the Fuzz was given their walking tickets, but we didn't throw this shindig.
It seems like everyone's pretty down on their luck around here.
Yep, everyone's out of rhino. Even the flim flammers and fake glue artists had to split town and find new butter and eggmen.
Sure, of course.
Hey, you know if there's a good heater joint around here? I gotta stock up on pills.
They make pills for heating things?
Sure, you know, hot lead for ventilating things.
But ventilating things usually makes them colder.
Yeah, I'm gonna put them on ice, alright.
What are we talking about? So, how you like Ocean City?
Oh, baby, it's berries for sure.
That's good, right?
Where else can you farm kale by drilling rats all day and go out hooping your choice of juice joints at night?
That's good, right? 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I think that's it.
There we go. This miraculous little lamp has burned for 20 years and counting, keeping a single solitary vigil to the dying of the bank.
Off we go.
Good night. Standing by the cash register, you fantasize what it would be like to have a service job instead of whatever it is you do.
Vote.
What is our occupation?
Gas station.
Cheese man.
Well, officially Cheese Wizard, but remember the gas station bit was in the first scene of the game where we found our employee file. And then there's the thing that
Surprisingly enough.
And then there's the thing that we're currently doing as a quote-unquote day job. So that having been said, I'll take votes.
Gas
Okay,
station.
so I need clarification about the employee file. Was the gas station closed?
The gas station
Yes.
was closed down, and we had to rummage through a file cabinet in said station to find our employee file. The in-game narrator didn't originally believe that we had this position and had to apologize after realizing we indeed did have a position.
So my vote is the truth, which is it's uncursing, since if the gas station is closed, you can't really be working there anymore.
Alright.
You know what? I'm gonna go with that too.
Okay. We need 3 for a definitive, so...
We've got 3, but we have 1 person unvoted.
Oh, you say uncursing, Mongo?
No, I said gas station.
Oh, okay.
I said we had 3 votes.
Skull?
He disappear?
Alright.
Oh, I got a message with,
Something up?
No, I got a message from something else.
Well, 2 to 1 says uncursing, so we're gonna say uncursing.
Alright.
Oh, that's right.
The drawer is sealed shut and there's no obvious way to open it. There's nothing you can do with the cash register at all, in fact, other than bang on the numerical keys as a toddler might.
Well, we've earned all that muscle. We're gonna force the drawer.
The metal drawer comes loose with a firm pull from your powerful horse hands. There's a large problem? But you're doing so triggers the bank alarm.
Alright,
Whoops.
votes. I heard 1 for whoops.
That's what I was trying to do. Listen, Mama can't handle this problem on her own anymore. We need to get the cats involved.
I'm going with 2.
And 2 it is. Amazing.
Also, can we talk about Mother's big problem being the name of a racehorse? Mom obviously being such a weird thing. And then you having horse hands? Why do you have horse hands? Is it your mom?
Because there's a horse fetish going on here.
Yeah, really.
And I thought we had horse fetish aplenty on the Thursday show with pets horses too, but here we are.
No, it just turns out that everyone wants to be Catherine the Great.
I guess so.
You know, or
You pop the cash register open, which technically counts as a bank heist.
You had something, Blue?
I was gonna say, or, you know, it's actually the leftovers of the bronies.
Oh.
Well, eventually they couldn't stay little forever.
Meat lines the drawer in uniform piles.
Let's have it.
You gained 19 meat. No wonder the banks are all collapsing. If this is all they've got in this hill. There's no more money in the drawer. Black has gone green with age. July 4th, 1899. Today we celebrate our opening of Securiverse Building and Loan at Plunkett Street, Ocean City.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but that looks like a date.
It does. It looks like the date that Mom's big problem came into existence.
Oh.
integrity, security, excellence. The corporate value for each head of the dog. Giggity? There is no visible means of opening this monstrous vault door.
Let's kick it.
Horse kick it!
Ow.
Ow.
Let's punch it. Ouch.
Ah, my wrist!
Oh, this sucks.
Okay, so I'm assuming that means that there's something else to find to possibly get that to open.
Likely.
We probably need to find Vegeta.
Alright, so let's do this real quick. Find a way to open the bank vault. Okay. I can't do anything else for walking out. Alright.
Hey! I
King
have a
Skull,
weird
have you
question
returned?
from having watched this before, like, and knowing more than I've seen in this stream.
I was trying to...
Maybe the bank vault is related to time travel.
Maybe.
Seems to be the answer for all the weird things that don't work.
The guys don't know that yet. So, July
What is this, Animal Crossing or Fable 2?
Huh.
Can't answer that, never really played either. So, July 4th, 1899.
Today saw the grand opening of a new banking concern, Securiverse Building and Loan. Residents of Ocean City watched in appalled disgust as during the opening ceremony, the maximum security vault door was installed backwards, sealing inside their savings and valuables for eternity. The bank's chairman reassured worried customers the mistake would not affect operations.
What happened next?
10 minutes later, the bank was closed permanently.
Vote.
Considering the State of the Union, 1.
1.
Thank you, Andrew Jackson. Go burn in hell.
Banks. Can't trust him. Now, does knowing that give us anything else? Nope. Alright, so... let's see what my stats are now. I can play the third game if I do this. All stats 7, so I need to replace the Muscle Muffin with a Moxie Muffin. So we get a different cupcake. Green with envy. Sugar flavored, just like every cupcake. Right, back to the boardwalk. Alright, this will be the Frosty Flakes.
They're great!
So now we can win this game.
Bring it on, you clown.
You climb onto the tightrope and carefully inch your way across while calling out your chess moves. Fortunately, the height gives you a good view of the board. As you reach the end, you hurl the beanbag full force at a stack of milk bottles.
Knight E7!
What's up?
Checkmate.
Well, I'll be damned. I admit it, kid. You snookered me pretty good. Here's your prize.
An item drop accessory. Don't think we need this, considering I've done pretty well on item drops thus far. But
I don't know, when you tend to mill out the friggin' game, item drops become pretty meaningless.
Oops.
I'm
What is
back.
this thing anyway? Howdy.
This is a carved wooden hand on a short chain. The hand is covered in tar. Perhaps someday someone will come up with a slightly less terrible way to execute this idea.
Hooray. So this is where Richard got thus far.
Hey, it's our rising young star. You're past the halfway mark to glory. Are you ready for challenge number 4?
What is it?
I need you to use these 3 baseballs to knock over that row of 4 wooden ducks, punch a hole through a sheet of 3/4-inch ply with your bare fist, and translate a randomly selected page of the Brothers Karamazov from the original Russian.
Jeez.
Oh, come on. Don't chicken out now.
It's not about chickening out, it's we can't do it.
Sounds easy.
Yeah. Let's see if I can get some better stats first without having to play around with items and whatnot. So, we'll adjust this to say 4th level challenge at all stats 9. And we have done all we're going to do at the Snackle Mills. And I already checked around the hobo camp. There's nobody new there. Have I done the warming up by the barrel? Yes, I have. So warm hands off that barrel at the hobo camp. Goldthwaite Park has the potion workbench and the fountain to fish in. The Dirge House has the bedroll to fish in, plus the cat whose boon I currently have for mysticality. And we can fish in the sink in the that house right there. What'd you call it? The hentai house?
Yeah.
Yeah. We need to get our hands on a fuse in order to light up the basement. And that's as much as we're going to be able to do in this city. So, it's time to advance the plot with this. Do I have it? Yes, I do. Where's that postcard? There. The Crystal Dream Lake postcard. So, time for a nice little bus ride to Crystal Dream Lake. Here we are. So now the map has been replaced with the Crystal Dream postcard. We got 2 places, the lighthouse where we are now, and the distillery.
Sure you don't want to walk around drunk and wobbly?
Do what now?
You sure you don't want to walk around drunk and wobbly? Because the distillery sounds like the place to do that.
Indeed, but that would mean we no longer have reason to keep the crab shoes. Because even if we wear them while drunk, we'll get the drunk animation.
I mean, but won't you wake up in the morning and still have your crab shoes and not be drunk?
You really want this, huh?
I mean, I enjoy the crab shoes, but I'm very curious about if you would drunkenly have the crab shoes.
Alright.
Like, would you wobble in crab?
No, you would simply
No,
be drunk.
you just wobble.
I mean, then we can leave the crab, if you know for sure.
We do.
Yeah,
We tested it before.
The animation you saw in the video is the same. Whatever shoes we put on, the drunkenness has priority over it. That said, I'm very happy we still have crabs.
Are you now?
Yeah, but the itching just really gets to me right now.
Look, Mom had a lot of fun, okay?
Oh.
Listen, it's a mother's job to spread far and wide.
Alright, so we
So
get...
you're supposed to push your baby out.
Yeah, so we get different conversations with the partners every new map we go to. And, Blue, would you like to do some reading, or have us do?
I can. Who do you want me to read for? The lady?
The lady would be good. Shame it isn't a nicer day for a walk. It's pretty peaceful around here, by and large.
It's so peaceful to cast a kitten.
Yo, what?
Listen up, Buttercup. If I don't typewrite something soon, I'll go off my nut.
Well, I'll take that under advisement.
Better keep your peepers peeled, pal. These woods are a good place for an ambush.
Of us or by us?
Well, which would you rather?
Yeah.
Say, there ain't any big spiders in these woods, are there?
I hope not, but since you mentioned them, yeah, probably.
Well, ain't that just dandy?
Don't like spiders?
They're hard to shoot on account of how they run around all skittery-like. Let me know if you see any fairies. I could use some extra ammo.
Jeez, I basically never know what you're saying.
None of that was slang! Fairies keep spare bullets in their nests. My granny used to tell me stories.
See if I got anything else. Okay. Now, about that.
Aren't fairies supposed to have issues with iron? I guess maybe if they're lead bullets, you're fine.
I mean, wrought iron.
All iron.
I mean,
in fairy stories, they have an issue with all iron. I mean, you can defend yourself with pure iron, but even mixes can hurt a fairy.
I mean, think Maleficent. Alright, so on Richard's run, being the Spider-Man that he outright proclaims to be, has arachnophilia turned on for lots more spiders. I have arachnophobia on because while I was grinding, having all those spiders really cramped my style. So, I have it on now because there's a location I found on that run on this map that's all about spiders. So I'm wondering if that location just doesn't show up when we have this on. If it does, if that's how it happens, I'll switch it, but this is for science. Alright. Perimeter secure.
It's some kind of funky pump contraption. Giggity? You probably ought to introducing yourself or start poking at his stuff. Giggity.
Yeah, I suppose so.
The lighthouse keeper, presumably.
Excuse me. Are you the lighthouse keeper? Sorry.
Are you the keymaster?
Sorry to bother you. My name's Pt.6.
Red leather, yellow leather. Red leather, yellow leather.
Are you okay?
Yep. I just ain't talked out loud in a while. But get rusty.
I see. Lighthouse keeping's a lonely job, huh?
Well, solitary. That's for sure. I ain't minded, though. Ain't exactly a people person. What can I do for you?
This is, interesting. What does a lighthouse keeper actually do?
Well, used to be I had to light the lamp every sundown and then douse it again at sunrise to save on fuel.
Used to be?
When it was an oil lamp. Got a hook up to the electrical grid a couple of years ago, though, so now I just leave it on all the time. About all I have to do now is change the bulb once in a while.
Vote.
Boring.
Peaceful.
2.
2.
3 to 1 says it sounds very boring.
Nah, never get bored. Always plenty to do.
You must have a bunch of hobbies.
Yep. A book and a whittling knife. Plenty of middle distance to stare into.
How'd you get into this line of work?
Oh, my family's always been lighthouse keepers. On both sides. On pocket lighthouses within the side of each other. Used to wink the lights back and forth once in a while.
Aw, that's kind of romantic.
No, I never did find out how I was actually born.
What?
Anyway, was there something you needed?
Yeah, have you seen an old compass around?
The directions kind or the circles kind?
Directions.
Yep. Got an old one I picked up at the estate sale about 20 odd years ago, I reckon. I'd show it to you, but it's upstairs and the lighthouse is flooded.
Flooded?
Yep. Goes right up to the top. Have a look through the window there and you might see a fish pass by.
How did that even happen?
Pump broke.
Nah, I mean, how does a lighthouse just fill up with water? We ain't even below sea level here.
Something to do with the tides, I reckon.
This is a lake.
Anyhow, I need Claxton valve to fix the pump. There's a hardware store down the road a piece if you mind to help out.
Remember that word, Glaxton.
Noted.
No, see, it's the water displacement from Mom's big problem.
I hate to break this to you, Mongo, but that wasn't water. Anyway.
Listen. It was more watery than white. That's all I know. So
Hey,
that means it could only be one thing.
Look, I know where you guys are going, but all I can think about is if she's Mom, it's possible she was heavily pregnant and her water broke.
I mean, yeah, sure. Let's ask about the Dusty chess set, though.
Right. This is a nice chess set. Did you whittle the pieces yourself?
Yeah. Took me 16 years.
It took you 6 months to carve each piece.
Lawns went quicker than the tall ones, but more or less, yeah. The horses are particularly tricky. No sense in rushing it.
You want to play a game?
Can't. I already got a game in progress.
The only piece that's been moved is a single white pawn.
Yep. I went first. That was about 2 years ago.
Well, who are you playing with?
Nobody.
Well, can't very well be having you play with yourself, so here, I'll play with you.
Alpha,
What?
don't touch that man. Please.
Do you know what pawns look like, sir? Because I've just touched his.
Interesting.
At
Alright,
least
someone
it's
get
only
the
a
cinnamon
small
butter.
problem.
Hold on, I didn't hear. What'd you say?
I said at least it's only a small problem.
I mean, for now. Later, it'll be Mom's big problem.
Chess pieces don't.
I don't
grow,
think.
Mongo.
Well, only if the tiny pawn gets stuck somewhere. If he's been whittling them, I mean, they're not getting any bigger.
I mean, there is one place I can think of where it would get stuck, and depending on how he whittled it, it's not going nowhere, and it's going to be a big problem for him. Unless he's having all liquid meals. Which he could be self-servicing himself for.
I think this is gonna go somewhere. It's your turn.
Don't rush me. I want to consider all the possibilities. Come back in 3 or 4 months.
I can't wait that long to finish a chess game.
Okay, so a thought occurs. If we go along the line of logic that we were proceeding, that means we would see him in an emergency room in about 6 months.
Potentially.
Well, I mean, if
Either
he's
by then
trying
the
to
problem
play
will be
chess,
far worse, or it'll have worked itself out.
but if he's trying to play chess properly, he can't even begin to have a problem until he captures the pawn. It's got to stay on the board until then.
Right. So I'm gonna make a note here that says continue the chess game daily in the hopes that 3 to 4 months is a major exaggeration.
But yeah, considering how long. Here.
Yeah.
A simple vanity for a simple man.
And like every other mirror we've had, it's the
fucking
same
Christ.
exact stuff.
A single book sits on the table.
War and Peace, huh? That's a hefty one.
On the bookmark now.
Of course. Oh, it looks like it just started.
Been reading it about 5.5 years.
Your bookmark is still in chapter 1.
I just about got up to the last sentence of it. I've been reading one word every day.
War and Peace is almost 600,000 words long.
Yep. Don't tell me how it ends.
Behold,
I
the human
A lot of
sloth.
years.
won't.
The human sloth.
Is anybody at all interested in doing the math on that?
No.
It's 1,643 years.
Uh-huh.
Wait, we got 2 of you now?
Two of who, Mongo?
Yeah, you freaking polymaths, freaking natures.
In case anyone was curious, 1643 is correct, ignoring rounding. But
Okay, it's almost 1,644.
yeah, but I mean, you're there.
Regardless. Lighthouse Keeper's bed is simple, but very tidy.
Polymaths are not bad people, Mongo.
Really? If you're the example, show me a good one!
How about the person who just said it was that many years?
You win this time with sheer neutrality.
Mm-hmm.
Through the window, you can see that the lighthouse tower is entirely filled with water. The lighthouse keeper has put a little cork in the keyhole. That physics don't apply in this game.
I mean, it also means if you remove the cork, you can probably empty the water out of the tower.
Yeah, but that's too easy, too sensible, and too little shit to do. So
Yeah.
instead... Alright, we've got 2 choices. Do we hit the distillery, or do we go after this piece?
Let's go to the distillery.
Well, I mean,
I don't know. I
there
mean, I involved
first. I'm
myself with
curious
Hennessy earlier.
I'm on board with the logic of first come, first served distillery.
I think I'll stick with the hard liquor.
So we'll take the scenic route, shall we?
Wait, did we go over the rainbow?
Yeah, or whatever that is. It might just be a dam. Also, we get a
rainbow.
Also, we get an entirely new set of wanders on a new map as well. So here's the first one.
Ollie points out a sign posted at a fork in the trail. Sandwich Historical Village and Witch Trial Museum. Ooh, witches. Let's go check it out.
Blue.
Sorry, somebody was texting me.
Ah.
You want me to
Yeah, you want to
reread the line he already read?
Yeah, take Molly from the start.
Okay. Ooh, witches! Let's go check it out!
You like that kind of spooky stuff?
It's the berries! It's the blood pumping, you know?
Well, if they have a haunted house, you have to promise not to shoot any of the actors.
No promises.
That's fair.
Well, we're going to save that for right now. Maintain our original course.
Oh, hello.
Now, this is about the most recent history that we've had so far, Blue. And this joke.
What even is artillery? And why
What
should you
even
care
is
about...
artillery?
Yeah.
Is
Distillery.
it a tilted pillory?
What?
I said, is it a tilted pillory?
No. It's just wordplay. You're thinking too much into this, Mongo.
Yeah, but then it opens up so many sides about things.
Oh, good lord. A spooky-looking lady is guarding the front of the old distillery. Presumably she's a vampire? She looks spooky enough to be a vampire. Is that racist? It's racist. She glares at you as you approach, her eyes flashing blood red.
Who wants the vampire?
I don't know, how hot is she?
I mean...
You want me? I'll do the vampire.
Okay, I mean, see for yourself, Seth.
Well, I mean, does she have a tan at least?
He's a vampire.
Yeah, and does she have a tan?
How would you tan a vampire?
Are you saying you want a Twilight vampire, Kenshin?
Oh god, no! That would be a freaking crystalline thing, yeah. No, don't you ever just think about how a nice Mediterranean sun-kissed tan would work on a vampire?
Sun-kissed would kill a vampire.
Like, even if your normal skin tone was fairly dark, as a vampire, you would be a paler version of that skin tone. So you might have somebody that's more olive-toned, but there's still going to be a pale version. There's no sunlight for them.
In the Vampire the Masquerade universe, vampires can be black, white, and all kind of cultures. I believe the black.
I mean, what about a suntan booth?
They would die, you idiot!
Yeah,
But it's not the sun!
It's not about the sun. I mean, usually they say it's like the UV rays. Like, didn't you ever watch, like, Blade with the UV bombs and shit?
This is why you install a
discreet... next you're gonna tell me that Sunny D can poison them.
See, this is why you install a discreet tanning light in every vampire coffin. Anyway, shall we?
Let's get on with this.
Okay. She glares at you as you approach, her eyes flashing blood red. Be gone from this place! You have no business here!
I do, actually. And I'd like for you to invite me inside.
What? No!
Don't you have to? I thought that this was one of the big vampire things, that if someone asked you to invite them inside, you have to do it.
That is nearly the most opposite of true that it is possible for it to be.
Oh, darn.
Leave this place and the consequences will be most dire.
Oh, come on, don't be like that. What's eating you?
If you do not leave, the will be what is eating you, and the answer will be me.
That was pretty good.
Yeah, you really set me up for that one.
2.
You know, I want to see if we can do that. Number 2.
You want to try the bewitching route?
Yep.
Need one more vote for it.
Oh, we have 3.
Oh, did Skull say 3 or 2?
Yes.
Alright, cool. You cannot frighten me, foul creature, for your power issues from the darkness of the night, and I...
The night? Oh, jeez! I completely lost track of the time!
Oh.
And her hair bursts into flames. With a screech, she turns into a bat, which is still on fire, and escapes into a hole in the side of the building.
Blue, how did you...
And you question my theory of a vampire tanning.
Blue, how did you rationalize this? In the other run?
I don't remember.
You said Looney Tunes logic, no?
Oh yeah! Like Wile E. Coyote.
Yeah.
You don't fall off the cliff till you look down. You don't burn until you see the sun.
Yep. Okay, then.
I guess now she's inside.
It's Grandpa Joe's Quality Spirits.
Yep. Alright. I'm gonna take a quick piss, so now there's an opportunity to display what happens when the host goes AFK. Please provide Blue some entertainment, fuckers. I'll be back.
Oh, whoa, whoa.
And you all question my vampire theories and knowledge.
I mean, everything, including if we're related.
Actually, by your own...
Why do you deny me, brother?
You think store-bought frozen meatballs are good?
What?
I mean, I haven't had them in a long time, so I'm not sure on the quality, but maybe.
No.
And he's Italian.
No.
I'm more Polish than Italian, and you know it.
See, here's the cool thing about that. I'm not Italian, so I can't sing. Because there's nothing holding.
No, you're just German.
I am German, this is true. Store-bought bratwurst.
Meatball that got up and smacked you in the face.
I am offended on behalf of my grandmother.
If your grandmother died.
I'm offended on behalf of I live here. And my mother. And my grandmother.
See, that's why it pays to be German. Well, not back then.
I am German!
Yeah, the
Oh, you are?
German from one side of the family definitely took root in one of us, and it wasn't me.
Well, yes, I have the fairer hair than you.
Please, my hair is far
Like
superior than
that.
yours because I'm part Cherokee.
Yeah, well, we have a high likelihood of being part Mongolian thanks to... Was that Attila the Hun, or was that Genghis Khan?
Genghis
I
Khan,
think
I'm
that
pretty
was
sure.
Genghis Khan.
Man got around.
Isn't it like 30% of like all Mongolians have his DNA or something like that?
It's literally like 60% of the world.
Yeah.
Good lord.
This explains why in all, like, older novels, they just call everybody cousin.
Actually, yeah, it does.
You could be, like, 5 generations removed, but you're still, yes, that's my cousin.
What's up, cuz?
That's why, like,
Who made
older...
that man a gunner?
I did.
That's why in
so.
older novels, like, people marry their cousins, but they really mean, like, their 8th cousin 3 times
What's
removed.
his name?
He's an asshole, sir.
I know that! What's his name?
Oh, sir, that's his name. Gunner's mate, first class asshole.
How many assholes we got on this stream anyhow?
Yo.
Well, you heard it. He is one big asshole.
I'm a medium-sized asshole.
I thought you and your brother were classified as smartasses.
No, that's a subclass.
Oh, okay.
Subclass of asshole?
Yeah.
I don't think there's necessarily correlation. I mean, I think you could be an asshole and not be a smartass, but you could also be a smartass and not necessarily an asshole.
Oh, you
I
can
mean, my name is Rick.
More of a Venn diagram.
I mean, my name is Rick.
Alpha,
so
we need
I am
to
actually
discuss
a kid.
assholes and how we can spread this topic further.
Wait a minute.
Maybe
wait a
even
minute.
stretch
Wait,
it wider.
I have to ask this of all the intelligence in this lobby. Because my name is Richard, does that automatically classify me as a dick?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Context is important. Now, classify you as a person who can be described as a dick? Probably not.
Now that
A
having
person who can be nicknamed that? Totally.
that having
I think everybody should have full control over the name that they are called, so you are only a dick if you want.
Well, he always wants to be a big guy all the time, so maybe he is Mom's problem.
now this
I am
all,
a big guy. What are you talking?
Now this all having been said, if Silver Recluse, whose name is also Richard, had decided he wanted to be called a dick, he would not be a bad dick. So it doesn't necessarily mean dicks are bad.
So wait,
Now you're just getting meta.
Dicks and assholes are
does
quite
that make him
fine.
a big angry dick?
Which
Also,
dick?
as in,
To which dick do you
as
refer?
in
This
me
dick.
or the one guy? Me apparently.
Or McGurk's this dick.
Wow, we have really gotten off topic here.
So I'm going to
Listen,
say
we
this before
started
we
with
continue.
asses and now we're on to dicks.
No,
I
I'm going to
look
say before
forward
we
to-
continue any further, I just want to say this real quick.
Uh-huh.
Only BlueGenius can call me Dick because I met her once and I like her more than all of you.
Well, the same can be said for all of you fuckers, so I guess we're all even.
When did we meet? I don't actually know
Right.
who you are.
He's counting this.
He's counting this.
This moment right now, this time in existence.
His demographic of people that he gets to meet on a semi-regular basis is smaller than mine.
That's sad.
Congratulations, you're the what is it, like the 10th newest person in my existence.
Interesting.
And
Believe it or not, he only met Alpha a few weeks ago.
True,
In the same
it was the 9th.
in this same context.
Mm-hmm. Kenshin's brother I met when he tried to kill Kenshin, so.
Which time?
No, you met him when I tried to kill you all with Sarah Kerrigan.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, I've been
I
listening.
scored the victory blow, so who cares?
Yeah, I've been hearing all of that.
No. You heard about the friggin' dire honey badger I sent after them.
Yeah,
That thing sucks.
failure.
That thing sucks.
Listen, bitch, I will resurrect it, and it will come for your goblin ass.
Hey, you can do that, but I didn't miss a single shot. Hit every shot, motherfucker.
Wait.
How are you going to miss? It would have been more impressive if you did miss.
We wanna get moving.
Please.
Sorry. Sorry.
I look forward to listening back to the minutes I missed.
Started with meatballs and ended with dicks.
Wonderful.
You got the transition in the middle.
The
of
natural evolution.
This door is locked with a government-issue combination lock.
We just missed out on berries.
Now, Richard made the opposite choice we did regarding the mobs, so that's an easy in for us. He had to do this.
Oh, this is the hold the gun.
Yep. So I want to take the freebie.
Mob connections.
Use Don Toblerone's terrible combination to unlock the door. Almost everything on this shelf is busted up trash, but there's one unsmashed crate of booze.
Waste not, want not.
Nice.
Hey.
The prohibition on all varieties of liquor, technically for pirates. It's a crate of rum. I guess this is where Grandpa Joe kept all of his broken glass. The booze that used to be stored here is now in booze heaven.
Another potion bench here.
This used to be a still, and it still is. Ugh. Hey, some hobo code is painted on the side of this barrel.
Level 9. And it says...
The code reads, "Be careful not to drop your handkerchief in this barrel." You reached into the barrel. If anybody ignored the advice. They did!
Yep.
Oh, for a second there, I thought we were about to have the world's biggest Molotov.
This is a hanky soaked in some nice smelling schnapps, and it gives you +5 stench armor.
That's pretty good.
Hey.
But that'll mean, at least for the moment, that our mysticality goes down a little bit further. We can save that for when it comes time to play chess.
The end goal of this game, win the chess match.
It's crazy that this still is still here after all these years.
Can't do anything.
Also, was that a vampire?
What's that?
Was that a vampire over there on fire?
Yeah, there is.
Okay.
There's a label on this bat that reads, "Grandpa Joe's Extra Fancy Garlic Schnapps." Wow. Maybe it wasn't Prohibition that put this place out of business.
Right, so we've got two choices here. We can fight these guys, or we can put that rag on and take the freebie.
Fight!
Alright, let's
We
get
haven't
our...
fought vampires yet.
Yeah, let's have
Kill
this...
them all.
Let's have the read first.
There are a bunch of vampires hanging out in here, and it probably shouldn't be a surprise that they've noticed you.
That's him! The door guard's pointing at you. That's him right there!
Okay, now it definitely shouldn't be a surprise.
Fuck it, let's go.
These hands are ready to
Battle the undead. Oh, she lowered your moxie.
By the way, check out Leonardo now. Look at all this HP.
Damn, Leonardo,
Yes.
you got buff.
Leonardo is my turtle, and he will destroy you.
So, let's see what we got here, shall we? Alright, so you're the problem.
Is it sad I want to grab the bat and squish it? Is that sad?
I wouldn't say sad. And you get one too. This enemy isn't evil enough for the holy water to do anything. Huh.
Shocking.
Clearly, someone
that make
hasn't
sense?
played enough Castlevania.
Well, I say, how does that make sense? Vampires are supposed to be evil incarnate.
That's not necessarily true, but they are usually some little holy things.
And now our super-powered spatula.
What a
Good
adjustment.
lord!
Wow.
Alright, so she's got a multi-attack, and what's this? A kneecap and a big muscle reducer. Fascinating.
Are they
I like
friggin'
these touchdowns.
vampires or ghosts? Make up your mind,
both.
pick a lane.
Both.
You won! Unfortunately, a bunch more vampires that were lounging around in the rear of the building are now getting up to see what all the fuss is about.
So, nice little prize list here. We have a skull cane.
Nice.
Does it
Now
convert
get
into a whip?
silver skull on the end.
What was that?
Why would they carry that?
I said, does it convert into a whip?
I doubt it, but I can certainly sharpen it. And a bloodle. Bloodle.
It's a piping hot strudel filled with blood instead of, I don't know, raspberries or whatever strudels would normally have in them.
Not bad. And probably very useful in a vampire situation. And cosmetic wine.
A vampire's metabolism won't process real wine, but vampires still want to look like cool wine people.
This is utterly useless now that we have those muffins at our disposal. Actually, no, it's not. This is a potion. The teas. They're the same as the Moxie tea. I think it was the triple mint. But yeah, we don't really need this. So... I wonder what happens if we open the valve now with nothing to actually hit.
You crank open the valve and dump about 12 gallons of pure distilled garlic juice on the floor. Wow! Even with the stench protections and nasal experience you won't soon forget. The vampires completely flipped their collective shinola. Some of them turn to bats and fight each other to be the first out of the hole in the wall. Some turn to mist and shoot out of cracks in the ceiling, and some just run out of the front door. After that, you hear several screams as they realize it's still daytime outside. That should satisfy Donald Toblerone and his boss. Hopefully they won't mind the smell.
Also, I may be an idiot. There might have been another set of them over here. And I just totally forgot. Oops.
It did say there were more that were attracted to the,
Yeah, that we're getting alerted.
Well, guess what? Now they're not.
This vat intentionally left empty. Unfriendly vat, do not use. Oh, fuck you. Nope, not doing it.
Yeah, but still.
Thank you.
This drum is almost certainly empty.
Let's hit it.
The drum emits a hollow, sober clang, because all the booze is gone. The sofa is soaking wet. One of those mist vampires must have been sitting here.
Any other theories about why that might be wet?
They were doing some casting calls there.
Hmm.
The mirror on
I don't
the
know,
bed
is there enough
broken,
leather on it?
but the drawers still work.
So what do we got?
It's jewelry!
We got Porcoise earrings.
These beautiful but ostentatious earrings make it so the rest of your body wants to keep up with the Joneses, who in this context are your ears, Margaret and William Jones.
Fascinating. And the Ring of Universal Healthcare.
Oh, where do I get that for real? Forged by socialist dwarves in the heart of an employee-owned mountain.
Oh, that's strong.
Yeah.
What's the current ring? Alright, so this is the one that boosts the partner's stats by 2 each. We were wearing the friendship ring for the longest time, but Leonardo really doesn't need that now. That's really good in a dangerous pinch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's put it on. So, a reminder as to what Medical Manchego does. Heals the target for 15 HP and cures all negative status effects. Spread across the whole party, that is fucking huge. And let's put the... What am I using? A magic weapon?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. What's that wand? Or the cane? It is a melee weapon. You know what? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna put on the Glock necklace. I'm gonna switch weapons to the grease gun. And because that's a 3, I'll actually use the stone on this real quick. Although I'm very fascinated by the prospect of sharpening a grease gun and having that increase its power.
I made mention of this earlier to no effect.
Oh, did you?
Yes!
Didn't hear you, sorry.
Well, nobody likes you. So.
Well, fuck you!
Those vampires left a crate of booze on the floor. Hey, it's a crate of vodka!
What do we got?
Vodka is great for when your doctor tells you to drink plenty of clear fluids. Table is strewn with miscellaneous vampire stuff.
Listen, it's just potato water.
Ooh.
Ooh, vampire boots.
These were invented when a cobbler accidentally mispronounced vampire bats.
So you've seen this, Blue, but we're gonna take a vote anyway. We've seen those two, so let's do that right now. Here's the vampire boots.
You know what? I'm gonna.
Oh my god, I want it.
Yes.
So we're taking this
Yes.
over the crab clogs?
I still like.
We will glide everywhere.
I'm already bored with floating from the other one.
I want to float.
The vote is 3
Crab
to
is
1.
more entertaining.
The vote is 3 to 1.
Oh wait, hold on. What's
But-
Seth's vote? I don't remember hearing him.
I want it to float around.
Okay.
Tell you what, I'll
Well,
keep the
I
crab.
vote for not trashing the crab boots so we can change back later if we want.
That's fair
Fair.
enough.
I can
I'll
accept that.
I'll grant that middle.
Also, we are the undead lords from Warhammer 40k.
You can feel a breeze here through
As
a
long
gap
as
in
we're
the
not
wall.
orcs.
I can feel the breeze between my knees.
That's because you're wearing a kilt, hopefully.
Actually, I'm wearing nothing, but nobody needs to know that. So the museum came to us in a wander and the hardware store's plot.
What?
Go to the museum.
We can advance the plot. It's fine.
Plot.
I hear
I definitely vote plot.
I hear 2 to 1 plot, Mongo.
I'll go with plot.
3 to 1 says hardware store.
You always do the plot
Second,
last.
because I need dessert. And there's brownies calling me.
Ooh. In a thickly overgrown and essentially sunless part of the woods, you happen across 2 large and burly vampires. They seem pretty ticked off. They're growling menacingly, shoving each other around, and so forth. Some kind of a spooky territory dispute? Maybe one of them drank a Taurus that the other was saving for a special occasion? The nature of their argument is unclear. What is clear is that these guys are very strong, and you better be pretty sure of yourself that you plan to do something before they notice you.
Vote.
Fuck them up!
Break them up.
Or actually, break it up, break it up, break it up.
Yeah,
Number
break it.
2.
Actually, I'm tempted to
Number
almost
one.
say surrender because I want to see if we start talking in French.
I'm removing the surrender option.
Surrender is never an option. We fight like men.
Alright, I'm back.
Alright, so we have a 2
I
to
said
1.
one.
So I believe we have a 2 to 1 vote here that says fight them. We need a vote from you, Blue.
I mean, I say break it up.
Did you say fight?
Yeah.
Yeah, I vote for fight.
3-1 says fight.
Beat 'em
No,
up.
that's 2-2.
Wait,
Is
yeah,
it?
2-2.
Alright, give your votes again.
Break it up.
Fight.
Break it up.
Fight.
So I gotta decide, huh? Alright. I've seen break it
I mean,
up.
can I make an
so-
argument? Oh, okay, I was gonna say, can I make an argument? I mean, you did just switch to muscle. Just
Well, yeah, we did.
No.
We had 5 muscle regardless, but because I have to break this vote. I have seen what break it up does. We're going to fight. Ah. Oh my. We have some speed problems here.
also, what
Do
the
you
hell is
smell
that?
that, my stinky little black hole?
Oh, I wasn't paying attention earlier. I don't know what that was.
These guys are weak. Oh, it's just an orb. I'm just gonna shoot because these guys don't stand a chance.
I like the death screams.
What did
Shoot your load all over them!
What did it say? It was clear that these guys are very strong.
Yep.
Right.
Wait, so you beat the crap out of all of them, and then they paid you for beating the crap out of the people they didn't like, even though you beat them up too?
Pretty much.
Is this Pokemon?
Either way, we win.
1. You collect a fair payment from each vampire for beating up the other one on their behalf. That sounds right.
Yeah.
I got a weird thought for you.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Alright, so like, when you picture these people carrying around a whole bunch of meat, it's obviously shaped like a tiny steak, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or, I guess maybe not a tiny steak.
I mean, I figure
So
it's a T-bone.
you've either got a sack of steaks, or like, in my head, I'm imagining them as like those little steak-looking dog treats, and they're tiny.
Oh yeah.
How do you imagine these bits?
I imagine a thick, meaty
Yeah.
sack.
You know what I imagined? Oh, go ahead.
I want to hear.
Honestly, I was kind of going with beef jerky.
I want to hear where Mongo's going first.
I just said it!
It seemed to me like you had more beyond that.
No, I feel that's fair enough.
Okay. What were
Are you
you?
thinking like a
Well-
Santa sack worth of meat?
You remember those little gummy hamburgers? They actually have steaks like that, and that's what I pictured.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking like you know how they cut up like cube steaks for stews, like little bits of steak that you put in like a beef stew. I'm thinking that.
Little cubes, like little cubes of meat.
Yeah.
Oh, so
I
it's like
just hope
the
that-
little gold bouillon chicken soup things.
Mm.
I just hope that
That-
everybody's wallet is fully like waterproofed and lined, because if this is raw meat we're talking about, it's gooey.
Yeah.
Like I said, I was thinking
Like
beef
raw
jerky.
chicken.
Oh God.
What a mess. So
Anywho,
where are we?
after a short hike, you find a small hardware store nestled in the sparse woods surrounding the lake. It's the very model of a down-home country hardware store, except it doesn't have any old-timers sitting out front chewing the fat. Maybe it's their day off. Or maybe they ran out of fat.
Let's check it out.
Well, we do have a lot of meat. We could definitely give them some fat.
There's some hobo code scrawled into the dust here.
Level 6, and it reads.
Nice man! Ask him for candy!
That's not suspicious.
Oh my God.
Right?
Not much perimeter here.
Oh, come on, guys. Getting candy from an old man in the middle of the woods, what's the worst that could possibly happen?
This
Yeah.
is
I hope
basically
it
like
takes-
Hansel and Gretel, but with a man in a hardware store instead of a weird grandma lady in a candy house.
I hope he takes Kenshin
So
first.
does that mean he's going to use a blast furnace?
Possible.
Maybe.
What's in that storage room? Maybe it's a furnace.
A barrel of rusty nuts and bolts. In case you wanted to buy some garbage, I guess. This barrel has a joke price tag on it. 10,000 neat.
Given the current state of my finances, I'm not sure that's necessarily a joke.
It is if you buy it.
We're near it.
Paints in all of this season's trendiest patented colors, such as kiwi cornflower and double pink and cyan purple. You don't understand the purpose of any of these tools. This shelf is labeled ineffective pesticides. Hey now, you're main part of the store. Proprietor, you presume.
You're the proprietor, I presume?
Yep. Welcome to Valley Hardware, the best hardware store in Crystal Dream Valley.
I'm going to throw executive here and say number 2. Because of the selection or the prices?
Because it's the only hardware store in Crystal Dream Valley.
Haha!
It's been a long time since I got to use that joke. Don't get many new customers or new jokes. What can I do for you?
Well, we earned the right with all that hobo translation to do this, so I'm saying number 2. Do you have any candy?
Why, sure. Here you go. He pulls a piece of hard candy out of a jar under the counter and hands it to you. A little piece of candy given by the friendly hardware man.
That's pretty good as far as armor boosts go.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks. I wanted to ask you about something else, if you don't mind.
What can I do for you?
Well, because we earned the right to do this with all that hobo knowledge we've gained, I'm going to pick number 2. Do you have any candy?
You know that I do, but you also know that I just gave you some. Don't be greedy.
Because we've earned the right to do this with all that hobo knowledge, I'm going to ask what we have for sale. Hey!
Well, there we go.
We need those.
Steel-toe boots, huh?
This is always good. Actually, this might be useful. I'm reminded of this from our other run, so I'm going to take it. The used muscle. Yeah, that's another good weapon.
You just said use muscle.
Yes, I did.
That was a plunger.
Yes, you use muscle to utilize a plunger.
You need to be very strong to be able to move a shaft up and down in repetitive motions. Often very fast, with great gusto.
Yes.
We already, we got Mom and Mom's problem. Where's Dad?
This might be him. For all we know.
He still hasn't brought back the milk. That's where he is.
Comfy hat lining. Still got use for that. Self-adhesive rivets. Still got use for that. Especially with them clown pants. And a new book.
Cooking with power tools.
Incredible. And look at this. Here's some more wave damage capability.
Hey.
We're definitely buying that. I have not found a use for batteries in the field. Like, it's an AP gainer as a combat item, but... You know what? In the event of, I'm taking them all.
Fair enough.
You got plenty of money and unlimited inventory, so...
Yeah, and these actually stand to have some really good use. So, what have we just gotten? Matches, batteries, here's the book.
Oh, and splatter. In order to achieve mastery over cheese, one must sometimes embrace the curdling chaos of its fundamental biology.
Now, you're the cheese guy who started all this. What's your take?
I personally like Stilton, but that's me.
I don't know that I've ever had Stilton.
I don't think I have either.
Yeah, me neither.
So what do we got here aside from? An appendix full of advanced recipes, huh?
Seems silly not to.
We can hit 5 targets if we do this, and we're absolutely gonna fucking do this.
I mean, if you've had blue cheese, you've had Stilton. It's Stilton with some extra ingredients.
In that case, I would hate Stilton. Because
Same.
blue cheese makes me want Earl.
Yeah, so would I.
Haven't tried blue cheese before.
I do
It's
love
fucking disgusting.
Alright, well, you can all give me the blue cheese so I can have more of it.
Blue
I mean, I
cheese
said I
is
haven't
By all
like,
means,
tried it
yeah.
before.
blue
Not
cheese
the
is like
hell.
the grapefruit of cheeses.
It's what?
I can
What?
understand that
What?
one.
Grapefruit is delicious.
Grapefruit
Okay,
is
you're
awful.
wrong there.
Grapefruit tastes like when you have acid reflux and you get the weird acid feeling in the back of your throat.
What kind of fruit are you tasting?
Skull,
You
you
know-
do have an understanding there is a difference between grapes and grapefruit, right?
Yeah, I'm not
Do
an
you-
idiot.
Do you not like juicy grapefruits?
I like no grapefruits, ever.
What about melons? Do you at least like melons?
I love
yeah.
melons.
I also love melons. Anyway,
I like my melons very juicy and sweet.
bet you do.
The only melons I like are watermelons. All other melons can go away.
Fair enough. So yeah, we have a nice 5-target splash weapon.
Gotta hit everybody, huh?
Yep. And the rivets are going to go on the clown pants. I mean, look at all this. Every class
It
of
is
armor
kinda crazy.
represented. Oh, that's too good. You know what? I don't really need the mysticality right now because I'm not using a mysticality weapon. So, armor, and more armor.
I have to admit, I'm a little disappointed that, like, even though you kind of get a picture of the silly clown pants, you don't walk around looking like you're wearing them.
Uh-huh.
Yes, but you're a stick man. What are your pants supposed to look like?
Big floofy pants on your little stick legs!
I mean, we have the
It would
fucking...
be kind of hilarious.
Listen, we don't call it the little stick leg.
I mean, look at this. Look at the hat. And,
If we have to, we refer to it as the third leg or the tripod.
or Mother's Big Problem.
Or Mother's Big
mean, I
Problem,
think-
but that's only
I
when
think
you're
y'all
really
are
trying to go for
assuming-
something in particular.
I think y'all
I mean,
are
sometimes
assuming
you're making
lot.
a mother.
Could easily be a little stick leg. Don't be judgmental.
Look, I accept what I am. It's not the side, it's how you use it.
Right.
Out of sheer friendship, I am going to resist the joke that just is overwhelming me to make.
Anyway,
I'm going
what's wrong
to,
with it?
I'm going to put the comfy hat lining on the fedora. Which is
Now we're
gonna,
getting real fancy.
and they're all eldritch, so the testicle... Jesus Christ almighty.
Wow!
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 I can't read, we all know this.
That was a
It's
bad
not to
one, dude.
dump all your stats into man.
We all knew this. Anyway, I can't use the tentacle skin hatband, and I like the. You know what? Fuck it. I like the fedora better. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna look classy for a while and have lots of
As
HP
long
while
as you
looking.
don't start saying "milady" all the time, we're good.
I promise not to, milady. All right. I have another
You're
sharp
lucky
one,
you
right?
live far enough away that I can't kick your ass.
Uh huh.
Engine, save my lady.
The plunger is sharpened. We're still gonna use the
Don't know how you-
grease gun.
Don't know how you sharpen a plunger, but whatever.
It's got a stick end.
True.
I guess that's true. You stab, then you plunge the blood out. There we go.
Yep.
I mean, if necessary, if you're really desperate, you break it over your leg and then shove it in deep. And then you pull it out and then shove it in again, and then pull out and shove in, and pull out and shove in.
Stop talking about your nightly routine.
Okay. We're gonna ask about a valve now and actually get on with this. I need a pump for the valve. I need a pump valve for the say lighthouse keeper.
Oh, God. Words, use them correctly.
I can't.
I say.
I can't. I'm a polymath. I don't words.
Also, it's not here.
What kind?
And you gotta go with something else.
Yep.
There it is.
Yes.
Blackston.
Number 4.
Number 4. A Glaxton valve.
Blackston valve? Well, shucks, they stopped making those things nearly a decade ago. I guess there's a slight chance there's still one in the back room. Ain't been back there since termites got the inventory, or maybe after it got flooded. Anyway, it's a real biblical style of disaster back there. Here, I'll unlock the door for you so you can go take a look around. If you find Glaxton valve in that mess, welcome to it.
Thanks.
I'm sorry, biblical?
I'm just sitting there.
We're gonna move on.
I want to know what happened with this world. There's no cows. The lighthouse is full of water, even though you're on a lake. Like,
Oh, I know exactly what happened to the cows.
what happened to the cows?
Did they come
First
home?
game.
It's all the meat money.
The first game.
Meat does not stay that long.
1. Beef jerky. 2. The first game.
Beef jerky can still get moldy.
I also didn't
Nice.
watch the first game. Also, is that a port? The port? Is that a port of space? Jesus.
Something like that.
These boxes would be perfect for storing a collection of mildewed clothes. Nasty trash. A pile of waterlogged garbage.
Oh, there, this one.
Seepage has caused this concrete to become set in its ways.
Silver couldn't do this. We can.
Suck
It
it,
opens the
Silver.
concrete's mind to the wonders of the world. It feels stronger and more capable now.
Powerful grip.
Even though it's just an inert powder, you're still pretty sure it's gonna bully you.
Yeah, we'll check that out later.
It's a good thing you don't care what month it is, because this calendar is worthless.
Okay, I want to get back to the cows. Did you say a hurricane destroyed every cow?
No, the first game.
West of Loathing, remember?
Yes, I understand, but that doesn't. That just tells me the game killed the cows. What was it?
No,
Plague?
we killed the cows in that game.
Yeah,
For what purpose?
because
They were evil hell
they were,
cows.
they were evil hell cows, yes.
What was this, the cow level?
Sort of.
The whole game was the
Oh.
cow level.
So evil cows. All
Yes.
of them. Not a
Yes.
good cow.
I
No
really
angelic
regret
cows
missing-
hidden somewhere.
No, not one.
No.
I really regret missing the first one. I really do.
There was also a necromancer.
I'm gonna link everybody to my playthrough of the first
Wouldn't
game.
that be a necromooster?
No, he was a necromancer. Just a necromancer.
The Necromonster is cheese.
Well,
I didn't
That's a
say
necromancer.
moonster, I
That's a
said
whole different
mooster.
thing. This was literally just a good old-fashioned necromancer.
Ah, good old-fashioned necromancy. Let's corrupt the world.
Anyway, I'll send you the link to that.
How much of a door has to be gone before it doesn't count as a door anymore?
Go in the
I would
space
say about
door.
80%.
I'm gonna go in
Space
this.
door.
I'm gonna go there. I'm trying to do everything else.
We-
We
Let's get
want you to
everything
do
first.
it now.
Something's wrong with this door in a way that termites and flooding doesn't really readily explain.
Step
Step
through it.
through it? You step through the hole in the door and immediately feel a sickening lurch in your stomach and a burst of "this was a bad idea" in your mind. Like when you hit the first drop on a traveling carnival's rusty and hastily assembled roller coaster. Action Park?
Ah,
Only 3 of us get that. 4 of us get that joke. After a moment, when the feeling has
I
subsided,
don't remember it.
you open your eyes and look around. It looks like you're still in the same place you were, except someone came in and cleaned up everything while you weren't looking? Look up Action Park later. You'll
Huh.
understand.
Whoa.
Action or Axton?
It's a workbench covered in tools. You can make some shit.
Is this yep, it's another combat bench. So what can we make here?
All kinds of shit.
I will save it for when I get some anarchist hardware. Oops. There we go.
Got some shelves full of neatly organized hardware that definitely hasn't been destroyed yet. There's a 1917 calendar on the wall by the desk. Looks brand new. As you leave the storeroom, the shopkeeper spins around. You both stare at each other in surprise. You, because the shopkeeper looks quite a bit younger than he did when you went in there, and him because... Hey now, what the heck were you doing in my back room? And how'd you get back there without me seeing you?
I'm a termite inspector.
I didn't call for a termite inspector.
Of course you didn't. I do surprise inspections, so the termites won't find out in advance.
Oh, how'd you get past me?
I'm very good at my job.
Hold on. This has the same energy as... How are you in hell? I'm lost. Or... Damn it, how does that joke go? Yeah, continue on, I will find the joke and read.
Whatever. Oh, I don't expect you to pound termites. I make my own custom pesticide.
Yes, it seems to be pretty effective. I might have to go back in there for a follow-up check later, though.
That's fine, I suppose. Just don't move stuff around too much. I like to keep it tidy back there.
No problem.
Okay, found it. You should not have come here, human. Why do you cross through my domain? I was on my way to the kitchen for a snack and I got lost. You ended up in the 12th plane of torment on your way to the kitchen? I am not a clever man.
This shelf is laden with dangerous pesticides that you're pretty sure were banned years ago.
If there was a punchline, I missed it.
Don't understand the purpose of any of these tools, and never will. Because you're in Egypt.
Bobby?
There doesn't seem to be anything on the other side of this door. Weird. A sign on this barrel says, "Not for sale!" A barrel of gleaming nuts and bolts. Paints in all of this season's most popular colors, such as plain black and conservative yellow and plain yellow.
Oh, they rotate.
Ooh. Such as classic white and plain gray and classic yellow. Old-fashioned red and old-fashioned white and regular white.
I think that's enough of that.
Wait, what about creamy white? Or seedless white?
It's the hardware store guy, back when he was younger. Is younger.
Creamy white is another dimension.
Welcome to Valley Hardware, the best hardware store in Crystal Dream Valley.
I'll take a vote this time. Do we see present-past comparison, or do we go elsewhere?
I vote for 3. Tell him what he's gonna say.
Alright.
3.
Yeah, I'll take
let's
3.
fuck with him.
I heard a 3, and a 2. Say that again, Skull?
I said 3.
Okay. Because it's the only hardware store in the valley?
That's a good one. I'll have to remember that.
I'm sure you will.
What can I do for you?
Let's first see what they have for sale. I'll tell you what, fuses are always useful. If I find another pair of pants, this will be useful. I've already got use for this. You know what? Weapons break. Let's have it.
Guess you better get that, Waxen.
Alright. So... let's comfify the gas mask. And let's sharpen this proper plunger.
I love the implication that, like, you clearly went back in time and bought the plunger that you already bought in the future, so it's very possible that you use it and return it.
Uh-huh. Pretty fun, huh? Don't you love messing with time?
Oh wait, wouldn't that then remove it from your inventory, which would prevent you from obtaining it in the first place, but then you wouldn't know to go get it in the first place when you went back in time to then obtain it then?
I don't think that's how it works here.
Will you stop trying to pervert the temporal prime directive? I want to see
Insert sex pun about time.
I'm waiting for the one person who can actually call me out on the falsity of that. To actually call me out.
That would actually be Skull.
No, there's another one in here who can call that.
I don't listen to the prime directive. What's you?
You're the bigger Trekkie than I
guess
am.
You're right. And
Blue is
arguably a bigger Trekkie than I am, so.
I do have a Leonard Nimoy autograph on my wall.
Okay, hold on. Okay. Kenshin, where are you getting this damn knowledge that I'm a Trekkie? Where did anyone...
You told me that you like the original generation.
I like Star Wars.
No, you don't!
I haven't seen I've seen like 10 episodes of Star Trek.
You told me that you love Jean-Luc Picard.
You're running
I do,
out.
that doesn't mean I'm a fan of the show.
Argue after the show, children.
You're renting out
houses. I mean, we're actually nearly at the end, so...
yeah, another like 15 minutes.
Now that indoor plumbing's starting to get popular, there's no market for them anymore. Just got the one left, and after that I'm calling it quits on putting up new ones.
Can I rent the last one?
Sure thing. $200 meet up front for the installation, and half that each month afterward for maintenance.
What maintenance do you do?
I dump some powdered lime down the hole, clean out the ventilation pipes, and check for splinters. And once the pit starts to get full, I'll move the outhouse over a couple of yards and dig a new one for you. Plus, you get a free subscription to the local newspaper.
I'll take it.
Great. Where do you want me to put it?
Well, for now, the Sandwich Museum, which I ain't even been to yet, so...
We're in a pretty state-of-the-art toilet facility up there, but, well, it never hurts to have a backup, I suppose. Alrighty, I'll get
I feel like we're going to be missing out on something.
The day after. What else can I do for you?
How do you figure?
I mean, he said it was the last outhouse. Are you sure it's movable? Maybe we should wait.
It's movable for now until we get to the next day. So we'll make we'll make final decision before we actually move to go to sleep for the day. As of right now, placing it somewhere is not going to hurt anything. So that option will be open until the end of this plot chapter. In the meantime, I'd like to buy one of those new Glaxton valves.
Ah, sorry. Government fellas bought my entire stock.
What?
Yep. It's a big dam they're building. I can order you one, though.
How long would that take?
6 to 8 weeks.
Would you mind holding on to it for me if I'm not back right away?
Sure, that's no problem. How long you figure?
11 years.
What? No. Forget how I said that's not a problem.
Well, nuts.
Listen, I can tell you they bought a heap more Glaxton valves than what they're going to need for that dam. Go up the worksite, you might get the foreman to sell you one of their spares.
Where is it?
Southeast of the valley. You got the map?
Well, I have a postcard.
Crystal Dream Lake? I never heard of that. But it's got a little picture of a dam on there, see? That's about the same place, relative to here.
Great. Thanks. Alright, that's all we're going to be able to do here.
Let's go back and freak this guy out.
Yeah, let's see if we can say anything here.
Hello again. What can I do for you?
Yeah, nothing new here. Well... There's the dam in the southeast corner. Vote. Museum, dam.
Museum.
Dam. I want to get this valve.
I say the dam.
2 for
Alright.
dam. What'd you say, Skull?
Damn.
Alright, 3 to 1 says dam. I prefer fuck, but whatever.
I prefer shit.
I prefer bitch.
Two of those hovering shadow orbs float up to you. They look basically like the ones saw before. That is, they look like nothing, or perhaps holes in everything. These ones move with purpose, and that purpose is menace. The two orbs squint at you, and Dark Noel's voice echoes inside of your head in a way that makes your eardrums itch. Well, well. Isn't my favorite holiday party crasher. Perhaps I need to be more explicit about the fact that you weren't invited.
I don't really get the holiday thing.
I like Crimbo, okay? It's my thing, and I'm sticking with it!
You must have had a weird childhood.
You... None of your business! And neither is the rest of this investigation or whatever you think you're doing. You need to learn to keep your nose out of other people's affairs.
I'm just trying to find my uncle. How about you keep your nose out of my affairs?
Disagreeable little urchin you are. You know what naughty children find in their Crimbo stockings?
Vote.
Knuckle sandwich.
Socks.
Aight.
Blue?
Socks.
Thanks a
Just let
lot.
Bowie vote,
Thanks a
thank you.
lot. Y'all are fucking helpful. I'm going to go for the funny and do... Yeah. Socks.
You sock Dark Noel in the eyes, one with each fist. The orbs recoil in pain. Ah! That's it! You're on the very naughty list now. Next time we meet, I'm really going to deck your halls. The
I
black
think
hole
the
is
implication that these weird little black holes are like elves.
You know, I really kind of wish it said fa la 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 fuck off.
Fa la la la, fuck off.
This what you call it is huge. Damn!
Damn.
Hated that so much. There's a lot of lake water in this pipe.
Oh boy. Alright. Damn. Fish in pipe daily. Well, let's see it.
Got an empty bag nearby that you can use to hold any fish you manage to reel in.
A hockey hair mullet.
I don't want to know.
Well, you can sit there and you can have a sack with a fish along with your weird sack full of gooey meat.
Yeah. A trucker roll.
Wait, would this mean that we need to, like, convert land meat into fish meat?
A Pacific schizoid. And as is par for the course for fishing, only 3.
This pump has a Laxton valve on it.
Mine. Oh.
The valve was held in place by decades of corrosion. Even if you could detach it, it'd get wrecked in the process.
What's our solution here, Blue?
What? What do you mean solution?
That drain pipe has nasty
How
goo
did-
coming out of it.
Didn't you say something about time travel? The solution
What
for
did you say?
everything, time travel.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I don't see the ability to time travel here. The dam.
You're right, maybe one.
And I'm
Oh,
pretty
damn.
sure that I'm pretty sure, considering the guy was like, I don't know what you mean by a... You're probably gonna steal this here valve, and...
This drain pipe has some nasty goo coming out of it.
Unless you go further to the side and there's another glowing door.
A beautiful flower stands in defiance of the reigning in of nature. That's as good as it looks. Has some hippy dippy shit. This pump has a Laxton valve on it.
And more
It's also
corrosion.
held in place by decades of corrosion.
Oh yeah, there you go. There's your door.
Hey, it's some hobo code!
Level 7. It says...
Meat hidden in pipe! Ooh, You reach in the pipe and snag the concealed and congealed wealth. Another one of those time doors. Let's hope that repeated exposure to these isn't going to give your ancestors cancer.
Oh, we're doing it.
Ow.
Bros, door delivery. You can't go past the edge of the window to the past, now get on with it. A door is being delivered. A crate labeled pipe shoe.
Oh boy. Oh no.
This is probably not what they meant to order.
Also, let's demonstrate the steel-toed boots real quick.
Kind of boring.
Yeah, but we might be able to use this at the hobo camp, so I'm going to keep that for now. As for this, the pipe shoes.
What is this again?
These are pipe shoes.
The pipe shoe.
I think we might need to keep that for humor.
I mean, we're not laying pipe.
I think those, but I don't think I can stand to watch it for too long, so it can't be the only shoe option.
Yeah, that would
Alright.
watching that for too long would probably miss.
Alright, how about this? I'm going to grant everybody one pair of shoes that they like. From here on out. So, Blue, you like the crab clogs?
I like the crab clogs.
Okay. And who wants to use their one on the vampire boots?
Yo.
I will.
Heard Set first.
But bullshit. I said it first.
Nuts in my ears. But does anyone want the pipe shoes?
Nah.
I mean, we can always trade later if you find shoes you like better. Is that what we're implying here?
Yep. You can swap out if you like a different pair of shoes more. But
okay, I'll take the pipe shoes then.
All right. The steel-toed I'm keeping out of the potential for actual use. But yeah, like I don't want to be hoarding all these pairs of shoes that I'm not likely to ever use again beyond an expo. So the middle ground I propose, everybody gets one slot. Trade out as much as you want, but one slot regardless.
Some careless damn worker has abandoned the toolbox here.
Their loss is my gain.
Hey, you got a disposable ratchet.
Spray on asbestos.
This ought to be good. But the disposable ratchet.
The greatest trick the marketing department of Black & Decker ever pulled was convincing people these were single-use.
Yep. And depending on how you used it, it could help you or hurt them. And this.
Safe and effective fireproofing in a convenient aerosol can.
You know what? I'm going to start making the clown pants like my universal armor power. So, we're going to use that on the clown pants right now. Look at that. That's a little bit prettier now.
So it took off the riveted part?
No, they pile up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're not like food or potion.
They're going to be a pair of pants so horrendously garish that a room full of people who are blind will be offended.
My question is, if these are clown pants and they're quite powerful, is there a clown shirt?
I do not have an answer to that question. Maybe we'll find it.
Is there a shirt option?
No, but maybe it'll count as an accessory.
So you get hats, pants, and shoes, right? Basically, to dress yourself in. So you're just walking around shirtless all the time. So what we got to do is we got to keep an eye out for a clown hat and clown shoes. They might be very powerful.
That ought to be good. Yeah, we can't double rivet though.
Let me see.
That's too bad.
I guess it stands the reason that a structure this big would need more than one truck's worth of concrete. This one's empty.
Alright. So once we finish at this location, we'll wrap up for the evening. Oh.
This truck
How much more is
than a
there?
regular truck.
Shouldn't be much.
Nah, you don't want to get your hook stuck. Hey! Noel says nobody who ain't on the crew is allowed on the site.
Noel?
Yeah, Noel. Foreman. Noel White. Oh, jeez. The man clutches his stomach.
Are you alright?
Just starving is all. The rest of the crew went to lunch, but someone had to stay here and keep all the rubberneckers and looky-loos off the site. I drew the short pants.
Short pants? Do you mean straw?
Ah. Here's these 6 little pairs of pants. When we cleared out the nest of fairies.
I see. Can I have them?
No, because then we'd have no way of picking who stands guard. Oh man, I can't believe how hungry I am. Feels like I'm gonna turn inside out.
What about that table over there that says lunch?
There's a reason everyone else up decided to eat, pal. You don't want to eat what Nobel considers lunch.
How bad could it be? Is it jellied eels or something?
Man, I'd kill for a jelly eel. Noel brings these sandwiches that are just a bunch of peppermint sticks between 2 big bland sugar cookies. You could eat a stomachache just watching someone else eat them. Ugh.
That sounds awful.
That's because it is awful. He clutches his stomach and moans.
Vote 1-2.
Feed him! Give him some food!
We should really
That's
give
it,
him
Ron.
some meat.
We should give him some meat.
So we wanna feed him? I believe I heard 3
Yeah.
votes to that
Feed
effect.
them.
So here's what we got. Which do we give him?
They can consume blood.
I mean, he's not a vampire, that just seems mean.
Well,
And highly toxic.
I would suggest that the order we have here already is most pleasant to least.
Yeah.
So do we feed him the pressed ham panini?
I would say yeah.
I feel like the nicer we bribe him, the easier it might be to convince him to give us pieces of equipment, and we are still after that thing.
Yeah, that's fair. And as far as food
Yeah,
in this
we'll
game
do it.
goes, a pressed ham panini actually sounds really appetizing. So, here you go, buddy.
I mean,
Welcome
it
to
sounds
Press Hand.
amazing right now.
Oh, wow,
In
thank
general.
He greedily devours it. His stomach is still growling.
We've started down this road. We're going to continue down this road.
Make him think he had a stroke.
All right, the burnt
And
toast.
He greedily devours it. He's starting to look a little less hungry, a little more relaxed.
We're getting somewhere.
How much food do we have to give
Chill him off.
I don't know.
Thanks, but I already have one of those. I can only eat one of given things
Oh.
a day. Doctor's orders.
Ugh.
Frozen
That carries the same energy as food, water, atmosphere.
I guess give him the frozen toast and see how it goes.
He greedily devours it. If you had to describe his current mood, you'd probably say he's 60% sleepy and 40% hungry.
That suggests to me that we need to give him a total of 5 distinctly different food items.
This is the last different one, though.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
gotta find another one.
All
He's
right.
almost asleep, but he still looks just a little bit hungry.
All right. Fortunately, we have
Well,
a way.
what's on the lunch table?
Those are the peppermint sandwiches that he refuses to eat.
Right, but is it a food that you can feed him? No.
The problem is you can't get past him.
Yeah,
so.
we can't get there right now.
Yes,
Every time I
yes,
try,
no.
we get that. So,
Okay.
Beat the sound.
So we need another food item to
yep.
feed him to probably get the piece that we need.
I mean, I know an easy place where we can do that. So, we're gonna shoot back to Ocean City.
We can go to the bakery.
Does he have any food before I go to the bakery? Ah, the homemade cookie that I sold off a long time ago.
There we go.
It's come back to haunt us.
Alright, back to the lake.
Also, didn't he say he didn't like cookies?
No.
He didn't like the specific...
He didn't like his bland sugar cookie and peppermint stick sandwich.
Would you?
A ray of sunshine peeks through the clouds and a light breeze rustles the trees, making your hike through the woods much more pleasant, at least for the moment. You even catch up a sight of a group of large, gaily covered butterflies nearby. You move toward them slowly so not to startle them, but as you get closer you realize that instead of having regular insect bodies, they're little people. Fairies! Wow!
Hello there.
Well, someone else do this.
General Dix!
Gosh.
Hello!
Gosh, you're really beautiful.
You're beautiful.
That sounded nothing like my voice. Are you guys mimics? That's real cute.
Ah, it's my face! No! The moon!
Oh my god.
What?
What?
Ow! What the hell?
You swat away a fairy that had fluttered up next to you and attempted to stab you in the neck with a rusty needle.
Hell!
Okay.
Oh my god.
Oh god, it's the Empress!
I'll just be on my way.
Alpha, it's the Empress!
Indeed, another fairy is approaching, holding a full-size snub-nosed revolver in its little arms.
Vote.
Fight him!
I don't want to bewitch him.
Mongo.
Fight them.
3 to 1.
They
says,
chose violence, we will end it.
3 to 1 says fight. Breathe deeply
Look,
of
we're
my
looking to kill
power.
You guys have some, like, really deep suppressed shit.
Fairy gunmother.
What did you say?
I said you have some really deep suppressed going on.
Fairy pine needler.
It'd be like that.
Like, I feel like most of this group just wants to kill
Wackadoo.
shit. Not gonna lie.
Most of this group just wants to what? That was real quiet at the end.
Kill shit.
I feel like most of this group just wants to kill shit. So.
I just want to see what happens when you fight the fairies.
Well, same
They
as
chose violence, we're ending this.
same as everything else. We're still supremely overpowered.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, sometimes you get cool shit.
Like this.
You don't get cool shit by walking away.
True.
Very true.
I mean, you didn't walk away, you bewitched.
Fairy tale carnage, and pick up some useful-looking bits.
First of all, we have a fairy skull wand.
This tiny wand is tipped with a fairy skull, which is like a human skull, except only it's about an inch in diameter.
And fairy dust.
It's weird that such vile creatures can have such nice dandruff.
And a wooden handle.
Not sure what those fairy twig thumpers do with these things, since they're way too big for their tiny little fairy hands.
It'll make any weapon a melee weapon, which converts it to muscle. Cool. Conversion ahoy and... ooh.
Then you notice a faint shimmer in the air, a trail of glittering dust that seems to lead back deeper into the woods. You follow the trail of shimmering dust, punctuated by torn-up flowers, smashed beetles, and one beaten unconscious fox, and discover a small clearing filled with presumably fairy nuts.
Why? Why a beaten unconscious fox?
The fairies are mean.
These things are evil. We should
Listen, the
eradicate
fox
them.
clearly was trying to profiteer off of both sides of a fairy war. The question becomes did the leprechauns get here first? Was it the unicorns?
I just want to know, what did the fox say to get it beaten up?
See, I think the problem is the fairies likes to fuck around, and we were the first time they found out.
I guess so. Well, that's a next week problem. We need to finish this. Yep.
Ow!
Have a
Oh,
have a taste of my cookie.
oh. He greedily devours it. Finally satiated, he slumps to the ground and falls fast asleep.
It's good for 25 XP. Can we still beat him up?
He's in a well-deserved food coma, so no.
I guess not. So we can't
Time
even...
says lunch. What's on the table isn't identifiable as anything you'd want to eat.
So, to answer your question, Blue, no, we can't take anything.
Flaxman screws. Grafton nuts. Paxton shaft. Waxman discs. Braxton cords. Frampton picks.
Frampton picks.
Waxton valves.
Way.
There's only one left. Good thing you got here when you did.
It's a
brand new 11-year-old Blackston valve.
Of course it is. What's the outhouse?
This brick outhouse is extremely well constructed. The taps don't work, but there's still a bunch of water pools in the basin. Rise! It's full of water. You should leave the rest of people who need to use this room for its intended purposes.
Alright. Fish and pipe daily. Fish and sink daily. Passed. Cool. Alright. And...
a workman-like toilet for workman-like workmen.
Hooray!
They're building a dam. It'd be a shame if future generations got to enjoy this beautiful forest.
How true it is.
It needs oxygen.
Alright, I have an idea.
Nope.
That's okay, I still know a plot point where we'll get use out of that. And... don't ever let it be said that I'm not a fair host.
Hey, what happens now if you go up to these? Can you still steal one?
You can try, but same result.
This pump is missing its Claxton valve.
Oh, because you took it from the past!
No, I'm not gonna fucking replace it. I need it.
Unless you don't.
Alright. Ah.
Walking down the dirt road to your destination, you catch a whiff of dog food. You turn your head towards its source, which turns out to be a pet store. Red's Compassionate Pet Store.
Next week. Alright, let's hand... oh, let's just put it on.
Actually, the place where it slots in is clearly labeled.
Somebody flushed in there. I love the fact that the sound moves according to relative position of the sound. Like in my headphones, I can hear it swashing from left to right as I do this.
Same here.
I find that fascinating. And notice too the light effects again. It looks super dark when you go in somewhere, and super bright and fades the same way when you go out somewhere. I find that fascinating. Yeah.
Through the window, you can see the water level in the lighthouse rapidly receding.
Was the bed anything? No, it wasn't. Hi.
Oh, then.
Install the valve.
I've been watching the water level through the window here. It'll be dry enough for our purposes now. Come on upstairs. Disappears through the door behind him.
I love the contrast you're putting between him and the narrator.
An empty and wet bookshelf. I think he had his book downstairs. Most lighthouses have a somewhat bigger lamp. What's a spare 60-watt light bulbs?
You only use 60-watt light bulbs?
Oh, ain't much. Ain't that big of a...
Huh.
That's it? That's all that's up here?
Well, just this guy.
Well,
welcome to where the magic happens.
Magic?
It looks old lighthouse keeper joke.
So, can I have the compass now?
No, certainly not. I need that.
But,
You asked if I had an old compass, and I said I did, and that I'd show it to you. Said nothing about giving it.
oh. Well, I really need it.
Why? I gotta calibrate this lamp to the North Star every so often. I need a good compass to show me which one is the North one.
What if I get you a new one?
No, I said a good one. New ones ain't any use at all.
Why not?
Because of how they change.
What? Change the compasses?
They didn't teach you that in school. Folks got short memory. It was only around the turn of the century. Some atlas company bought the patent on Weston and branded as New North. Then they did a recall on all the compasses and issued new ones. They all point west now, and that's useless for my purpose.
It sounds like he's loathing the West. Okay. Well, how about I find you another old one then?
How does that work?
Which?
The west being new north. Talking about magnetic poles here.
Unless...
You're presuming that they bother with actual physics and science here.
I mean, we had a cork holding back a lighthouse worth of water.
I'm just imagining what a weird world there is, and all the cows were evil, so they got murdered in the past, and now you've got meat as currency, and Cork holds an entire lighthouse full of water that mysteriously filled up because of tides in a lake that shouldn't exist. You know, it's just fascinatingly
and how much
weird.
gasoline we can fit in one container.
Yeah.
Again, physics has no place here. Logic does not exist.
It doesn't make it less fascinatingly weird.
And fun.
If you can find another New North compass, at least as good conditions as mine, then sure I'll swap it. Don't really get what the point of that would be though, since you'd already have one.
Well...
Question for you. Alpha, do you have an early morning tomorrow?
No.
Okay.
Well, it's a long story.
Never mind. Here, maybe this will help you. Most of the old compasses got radium paint on the dial so you can read them at night. This old Geiger counter ought to be able to pick up the radiation from that.
So what is this?
The newest innovation of the Hey Really company. Yeah. This device allows you to detect the radiation by making an annoying clicking noise whenever any is nearby.
Where should
So
I
it should be going off at all times.
In theory. Where should I start?
Well, most folks consider the old kind of compass to be trash nowadays, and if I was trash, I'd probably be at the old junkyard.
No, I'm pretty sure trash would be on 4chan. But anyway. Neat.
Alpha.
Yes.
I'm gonna go now. I'm going to get ready for the other thing.
But we're done here anyway, so...
Okay, well,
We'll stay
prepare
up.
yourself as well.
Yeah. Right, so we'll stay up here and deal with the rest next week. So yeah, we've made some progress into the chapter. We've got 8 out of the purported 13 locations on this card found. Still have not found the hole in the ground that I think might be blocked by the spider bit. So yeah, well, the experiment continues along with everything else next week. That said, thank you all for coming, and Blue, I hope you were sufficiently entertained. You've certainly added to this little mix here. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I hope we did not educate you too much on certain things. Thoughts.
What?
Boy, I don't think you understand how how very, very difficult Blue is to shake. Believe me, she's heard a lot.
A lot of weird shit.
Yeah.
And yet did not know about that at the beginning of the session.
I'm going to push the button and then you can talk about it as much as you want. Thank you all for coming.
Oh no,
See
I'm
you
done
next
talking
week.
about it. I don't want to